Perfect.
What's the motherfucking deal, man? I got the news late because I didn't go to bed till like 6 this morning. I was working on something. I had some stuff planned to record today for all the Texans fans. Welcome to Soft Sports. This is the Texans channel, okay? And if you fuck with the Texans, you need to hit that subscribe button right now. Look, Jack, I really don't have anything to say. What have we been saying? The round table, I know personally, I told y'all as soon as he got friends, you can go back and look at every video that has Jadeveon Clowney on the fucking thumbnail, Jadeveon Clowney in the fucking name, and I tell you, do not expect Jadeveon Clowney to play a down in the Texans uniform this year. Goofy ass niggas. I'm like, if you're sensitive, this is not gonna be the stream. Usually I'm calm, cool, and collected. Usually. But I want every goofy motherfucker who ever said, Clowney's not worth nothing. Well, what do we get for him? 2 trash cans and a fucking piece of tissue. Everybody, you guys just hate on B.O.B. for no fucking reason. Justify this fucking trade. You traded a guy for 2 guys together that don't equal what Clowney gives you. And a 3rd round pick. What the fuck do Texans do with 3rd round picks? Throw them away. Martinez Rankin's finna get thrown away, and rightfully so. Braxton thrown away. Fucking Deontay Foreman. So what is a 3rd round pick to the Houston Texans? And you got Barcavius and who? Mike Jones. Like, what the fuck? No one can validate. There's not a single Seahawks fan except for baby Barcavius Mingo's mama who gives a damn that these guys are going. Not a single Seahawks fan that is upset about this trade. Any Texans fan with sense is upset. The only Texans fans who are not upset about this ones who are trying to justify, well, Clowney he only gave you 9 sacks. He really wasn't that good. Look. No one. I'm going to open up the line here in a little bit. I'm going to let everybody vent. That's why I went 1 deep, because somebody went up the line. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Been telling y'all since the playoff game, B.O.B. is not the one. Oh, you guys are haters. We went 11-5 last year. We went 11-5 last year. I broke it down how we went 11-5. Oh, you guys are just hating, man. It doesn't matter. He's never got double-digit sacks. So what does Barcavius Mingo and John Martin got? Where are the majority of our 3rd round picks? Where they at? In the trash can. I told y'all it was personal. This is a personal issue between B.O.B. and Jadeveon Clowney. No, man, it's not personal, man. You know, it's just, he's just not, he never had the double-digit sacks. Clowns ain't gonna show up. Clowns ain't got nothing to say, man. Clowns ain't gonna have nothing to say. No, I'm not fucking crying. I'm making fun of these motherfuckers who be sitting here justifying. And what's the motherfucking deal to everybody? Y'all know usually I do a roll call and call everybody out and show love. We're 140 deep. We got a $30 goal, man. Streamlabs.com/saltsports. Let's make that happen. My deal is this, man. It's so fucking hard to be a Texas fan. People sit here and say, oh, you guys are always so negative. You guys are always complaining. You guys are always bitching. Because we saw this shit happening. And it's to the point where we shouldn't even be surprised that it's fucking happening. I'm surprised at the fucking timing. Because, again, like I said, I was working on some stuff because I had a recording plan with the round table for the day. And so I didn't go to bed until about 6:30, almost 7 o'clock this morning. I woke up early, then took a little power nap. I woke up, checked my phone just in case something happened. Take a little power nap, but I wake up, and I guess the news happened maybe about 20 minutes before I got back up. So y'all hear, I ain't even had no coffee. I am up fucking set, but I want to do something I don't always do. And that is say, I told you so. But here's the thing. Here's what happens with you motherfuckers, man. And if I ain't talking about you, if it don't apply, let it fly. But here's what happens with a lot of you motherfuckers. When you're wrong, you don't show up to Soft Sports. This is what I do. I'm going to be here. Round table, they're going to be here. We're going to give it to round table later on, and we're going to definitely have a recap on this whole situation. When y'all are wrong, y'all don't show up because y'all know that you're wrong. So you don't have to own up to it. When we're wrong, we here. I bring out the crow, wherever the crow is. I think he in the drawer, so I don't need him today. Fuck wherever the crow is. But you Texans fans better get your fucking minds right. Because y'all think that we're being really, we're not paid by anybody. We don't have no fucking press pass. We don't want to upset Billy O so he doesn't let us come back to practice. We don't give a fuck about any of that shit but fielding the best possible team that we can put out there. That's the only thing we give a fuck. We want to win a Super Bowl. Not continue to win the division. Have people argue me, you're wrong, bro. You're wrong about Clowney, bro, because, we got to win the division. I don't give a fuck about the division. We got smoked by a wild card last year from our own division. You know what I'm saying? Did not get a lineman. All y'all told me, well, I'm arguing. I don't know who I was fucking arguing with. I think Mr. Controversial or something. I asked him a simple question. He told me I was in my feelings. I said, well, if you've seen that they haven't been competent all this time, they had all these opportunities. You could have got, what's his name, probably threw a late round pick in there with him and moved up one spot to get Dillard, who everybody's been raving about. Now you got a guy who, before the draft or free agency, said, man, we need to go into this summer and we need to spend our number one draft pick on a guard. I've trusted B.O.B. I mean, he's shown you the signs over and over and over again. He's shown you the signs that he's an incompetent coach. He's shown you the signs that he's an incompetent GM. He's shown you the signs that he's an incompetent OC. Like, because, man, look, we've been telling you, man. Been telling you. Man, Trejo, appreciate the love, man. One time with the most negative channel. Appreciate the love, Trejo. Oh, man, I ain't got the little dilly-dally on, man. Let me get the little audio on. But we told y'all this would happen. If anybody with a little bit of sense, like, see what you got, man, and I hate to do this. I had to, look, I'm telling you, I'm to really keep from yelling and them motherfuckers calling me the police on me in the garage, I gotta calm down. I gotta do something I have not done in a while. I'm hot, man. I'm hot like fish grease. Like, this shit is terrible. We lost. I told y'all after the Dallas Cowboys game that Bill O'Brien sat there and told you he's willing to get fleeced to make a trade. He said it. He sat there and said it, that he's going to get fleeced. Well, sometimes you got to overpay to kind of get what you want. Did the Texans get anything they wanted? Like, did they get anything? They traded basically for the same position of lower quality in the third round pick, which they don't ever retain. Like, had to fire up old Black and Mild, man. I'm hot, man. Like, I'm not gonna smoke, man. I haven't earned the right to smoke. What I want to smoke, but right now, man, this is what I'm saying. The Texans are this fucking front office. It's not the players. And here's my mark. I told you, I say, but mark my motherfucking words if something happened. And here's the mark my motherfucking words that I got that I said I would say if it happened. Clowney got traded. Mark my motherfucking words. Clowney has the best season he's ever had in his entire career because he's going to get with a competent organization that knows what it takes to win, and they're going to put him in a position to win. They're going to utilize his skill set, and he will excel. They're not going to have him doing a bunch of stupid shit. They're going to allow him. I guarantee he has double-digit sacks. If he remains healthy, he will be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Mark my motherfucking word. We can come back to it on the end of the season. Most of y'all won't be here because the Texans record is going to be trash. The season predictions are going to come up real soon. Y'all not going to like those. Appreciate the love, Man Cave Sports TV, man. And shout out to Man Cave Sports TV at Ashmel. I appreciate the love. Y'all get the dancing, JJ. But, man, y'all saw it. I tried. Y'all was complaining, oh, y'all are too negative. So I switched it up a little bit on the videos. I wasn't being positive, but I talked about potential. I talked about where this team could go, what this team could possibly do, the upsides. I tried not to focus on all the negative. But then they bring me back. Finally, the honcho has come back to negativity. Because this shit right here continues to happen time in and time out. But what you have is so many casual fans. A lot of Texans fans aren't even Texans fans. They're fans of J.J. Watt. Watch what happens with J.J. Watt this year. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not going to say it yet. I'm going to say it on the next stream. But here's the thing, man. This organization is trash. It's not the players. It's not the players at all. It's not the players at all. This organization is front office, this ownership. All of these motherfuckers are trash. They're incompetent. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You got a bunch of guys. B.O.B. is the only football mind in this Texans organization. The rest of these guys are just executives, right? And so they take what he says as law, as word, like he knows what it. This is why you notice that whenever it goes time to hire a coach, when it goes time to hire an OC, a GM, the Texans don't ever hire themselves. They find an outside firm to go and take care of the job because there is no football competency in this organization. If you're new to this, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. Again, it's like, do y'all think the Texans got better in any way? In any way, do we got? There's no at least. There's no least. We steal nothing. The defense did not get better. So we still got these guys, but we got worse. We had those guys last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no least nothing, and don't be surprised. Whitney might not be here after this year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. I took a poll. Last poll I did on here was, will Clowney be a Texan in the future? And I'm telling you, man, look. Oh, my God. I'm really trying not to rage because I'm just laughing at all the clowns, really, who came through here and said, oh, you guys are over-exaggerating. Appreciate the love, DJ Waller. Man, all the people who sat there and said, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I told you guys. The day they announced that they were going to franchise tag him, way back in February, March, whenever it happened, the first announcement, I said, do not count on Jadeveon Clowney being in the Texans uniform. Every time we've talked about this team, since you can go back and watch every video, every stream about that we've talked about the Texans, I don't even mention Clowney on this defense. I don't, because I'm telling you, I knew it was going to happen. Didn't mention Clowney, so I said, well, you got to account for the fact that Clowney might not be here. Every time we talked about that. So I never even mentioned Clowney. There was no mention because I knew this was going to happen because I told you this was a personal vendetta between Bill O'Brien, Bill O'Buttchin, the Crimson Chin, and Jadeveon Clowney. And no, it's not because of the dreads, but you know, dread gang. But I'm telling y'all, man, I'm so livid because the Texans did not improve. You went and got worse talent in the third-round pick, but you have not retained the third-round pick around here in quite some time. You're about to lose the next second year, third-round pick, and I don't know how. Luke, man, I appreciate the love. Shout out to Sauce Nation, man. Y'all definitely holding it down today. I mean, there's no. I'm gonna get your opinion. I'm gonna put a poll up. I mean, there's no question. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the answer to this. But I'm gonna put this up. Put a little 5-minute poll up here, man. My question is: Did the Texans lose this trade? I told y'all that, again, like I said, I'm not super big on the Twitter. But when I do get on there, my little rants and rages, make sure you put exclamation point vote, then one, so that it counts. It won't count if you just put the number. I have not seen a Seahawks fan yet. Have not seen a. Yeah, make sure I put the exact like that. Devon's got. Make sure you put the exclamation point vote so that you can. Man, not a single Seahawks fan is upset about this. Not one. I'd like to see one. There's not one anywhere. Texans fans, there's Texans fans who are trying to justify this trade. There's people who come around here and tell you. Oh, Clowney's going to get a long-term deal before the season starts. I guarantee it. Clowney's going to be in camp. I guarantee it. I told y'all day one, months ago, before training camp, before any of this stuff happened, before Brian got fired, before any of this stuff took place, I told y'all what was going to happen with this team. We told y'all about particular players. Which players did we say were going to be good? They have excelled. The ones we said were going to be questionable have been questionable. But my thing is this. But it's not even a one-year rental because y'all can franchise him again. So they technically have him for 2 years. They can franchise him here. Who voted? Who voted? Did the Texans lose this trade? Get out of here. All right, Dawson and John. How did the Texans win this trade? Justified. We should injure the players so they can fail. That's what I say, man. That's why you can go with certain folks that have an agenda in this town. And even the agenda people sound like soft sports lady. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all been following other people in this town? You know what I'm saying? Have y'all been following other people in this town who used to be overly positive, who sold y'all all this stuff? And now they sound like the Texans? Right? Who gives a fuck about cap space? The Texans don't. They got $40 million in cap space. What the fuck do we need cap space? We had like the second most cap space going into free agency. What did the Texans do with it? Nothing. We won this trade because we got worse players and fucking more cap space. Captain Diggler, appreciate the love, man. Like, come on, justify that shit. He wasn't resigning because Bill O'Brien's a fucking idiot. Because Bill O'Brien has a personal vendetta against him. That's why. Like, come on, man. Like, stop. Let's stop the nonsense, man. We've been telling y'all since the draft that the Texans were going to be on some trash shit this year. We don't need to pay for 2 pass rushers. Okay. I know whose logic to not listen to, man. What are you talking about? They got Barkevius Mingo and John Martin. What are you saying? They're not good players. They're nobody. Barkevius is an underperforming player. And fucking who is John Martin? He had like 3 sacks last year. Like, come on, man. Again, what was the deal? We're going to get Laramie Tunsil. We're going to get Laramie Tunsil from Miami. We're going to get a top-rated LT, and Watson's going to get that protection. We traded for guys who were in the same position. We traded for a defensive end and outside linebacker. We traded Clowney for 2 lesser Clowneys. Is that what we did? Is that what we've done? And we're justifying that? Like, stop the nonsense, man. Stop the flashes. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm sitting here. Look, the Dolphins deal was retarded. But here's the thing. The Dolphins deal was stupid. They wanted, and here's the deal. They wanted Jadeveon Clowney for Tunsil, plus a first, plus more. I could have justified getting Tunsil. I could have justified getting Tunsil. No, Clowney won. I told a video the other day, and people argue, Clowney's not in control. Clowney was absolutely in control. Clowney was absolutely in control. And the reason Clowney was in control is because they could not finesse that deal to Miami because he wasn't going to sign for it. Where did he say he wanted to go? He wanted to go to Philly or Seattle. And where did he end up? Seattle. When we start talking about teams that were interested in trading for Clowney, that's one of the first teams I told you. I told you Seattle, Philly, New England, a couple other teams. Because, you look at those fan bases, they were loving it. Clowney won. Clowney went to a franchise that is going to be in contention. He's going to be a contributor to a franchise. And he's going to be back with his dog, Dwayne Browns. And so it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, it's tough, man. Make sure you get your votes in, man. Get your votes in. It's like, that's not enough for this shit. Like, it's just so fucking mingo. Man, come on, man. They should have fired Bill O'Brien when they fired Gaines and said, fuck it. I told y'all And I'm going to open up the line. I had to get some I told you so's in today just because I don't do this often and I'm mad. I'm mad. And y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all notice. Y'all notice. Do y'all notice that the people who said all that stuff, the trolls that would come in here and say that we were wrong, you notice we don't see them, right? Am I lying? I tell y'all. The ones who say, oh, this is going to happen. This is going to happen with Clowney. I guarantee it. You guys don't know what you're talking about because this is going to, those random names that we, you got to throw the clown emojis on. You notice that if you're a regular here, we do this all the time, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button. Sauce Nation, all the fresh ingredients. Shout out to all the fresh ingredients who just joined us. And shout out to everybody who's shown love. You notice that they have not shown up, right? You notice that they haven't shown up. And this is why I say, when we say what we say, we own up to ourselves. When we say something we're wrong, we eat the crow on it, right? We eat the crow. But you notice those guys come in, they say a bunch of bullshit. Sauce line be open. They never call a sauce line because they can't justify the shit because they know it's tomfoolery or a lot of little troll accounts. And then they disappear. They never show up again. Never show up again because they know that they're fucking wrong. They know that they're fucking wrong. I put my face on everything I say, man. If I'm wrong, I'm going to own up to it. I put my face on everything I say. And it's not about bragging. It's not about, but it's like what we want you to understand, Sauce Nation. If you're a Texans fan, if you're just a football fan, because I know everybody's not Texans fans that fuck with Sauce Nation. If you are a Texans fan, we want y'all to understand the way this organization operates and has operated historically. We don't want you to overindulge. We don't want you to invest your feelings so deeply in this. I've been cool. Like, I've been off the organization, and I'm still mad. Imagine how mad I would feel if I was all in. But what I notice a lot of these people tend to do is they justify, well, you know, they'll find a reason to try to make it make sense because they don't want to go against their favorite. And I understand it. It doesn't make sense because I'm not finna, like, hey, I ride with my dogs. If you my partner, I'm gonna ride with you, right or wrong. Right, I'm rooting for the Texans. I have to. It's just I'm not a bandwagon. I'm not it's not in my blood. It's not in my nature. Can't do it. But say your partner's finna get into a fight, you gonna help him out. But your partner's finna get into a fight, and he's not built for the competition he's finna face. He's about to get his ass kicked, and that's all we trying to tell you is, man, don't get overhyped. When a lot of this stuff that's going on with the Texans is not going to be very good. I made a season prediction early on. It's going to be worse. And here's the thing. Like I said, I'm going to open up the sauce line right now. I've been ranting for about 23 minutes, 24 minutes. Give me about 2 more minutes, and I'm going to open up the sauce line. The thing about this is, man, if you told yourself you were excited that Luck retired because, the Texans are going to win that. Got Houston on my back. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you don't feel like the Texans are good enough to beat the Colts with Luck, then what makes you think the Texans are good enough to beat the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Saints, all these teams? These are all better teams than the Colts, right? You know what I'm saying? So all I want to know is, like, you guys got to realize this. You guys got to realize this. I don't want to be another division-winning team. We won a division 4, 5, 6 times. I don't even know how many times. I lost count. What have we gotten when we won a division? Nothing. First round fucking exits. Gerald Turner, welcome to Sauce Nation, you the freshest motherfucking ingredient. But my thing is this, though. Like, I want to win a Super Bowl. I've been a Texas fan since day one. I got the ticket around here laminated from the very first Texans game versus Dallas. I was there in the fucking ass in the seats. Been a Texas fan since day one. Some of y'all hopped around when the Texans first started going to the playoffs. So some of y'all haven't been through the pain as long, right? Some of y'all are, it's not that bad. Some of y'all only know J.J. Watt. Some of y'all have been fucking only J.J. Watt fans. Some of y'all came along when Deshaun came. So y'all don't know the pain. Y'all don't know about the Rosencopter, okay? Y'all don't know about Billy Miller, right? Y'all don't know about them days, okay? Somebody argued with me about Andre Johnson being the GOAT. Andre Johnson has broke anybody who ever tried to compete with it. Andre Johnson is the greatest receiver in the world, in my opinion. He just had trash quarterbacks. Notice every other great receiver has always had a great quarterback, except for the ones on the Texans. DeAndre just got a great receiver. A great quarterback in Deshaun. And I'm not knocking JJ. I'm not knocking JJ. But let's be honest, JJ benefited from this being a trash division for a long time. And he made plays outside of the division, but that helped. That definitely helped when you're going against the Mettenbergers of the world, Jake Lockers of the world, Bortles of the world. But he has his most sacks on Luck. But we can sit here, that's why Luck retired, because Luck had that trash ass online. So I'm still waiting on JJ to get that sack on Brady. But this is like I say, this is not hating. This is just I told you so, and we wish y'all would listen. Because the reason Sauce exists is because again we have no agenda. We want to win. That's the whole point. We want the fucking Texans to win. That's the whole point of Sauce Sports. That's it. It's not about, oh, well, we got to make sure you guys feel good about the Texans, or we want to hate on the fucking Texans. But if you just what's going on with this organization, you compare it to any other organization in the league, or you're like, wow, why is this only happening here? If I'm not mistaken, the Texans are the only organization in the league that has not made it to a conference championship. Why is that? You know what the yes, Clowney has a sack on Brady. I want to say Merciless too. Y'all want to know?
Got Houston on my back.
Royal Rocha, man, appreciate it. Welcome to Sauce Nation, fresh motherfucking ingredient, man. But here's my thing, man. Here's my thing. Bill O'Brien traded Clowney away for some baby wipes and some angel soft. And a 3rd round pick that he's going to throw away, that he's not even going to use. The Texans, you got to understand what Bill O'Brien does not develop talent. Who has, Watson has to definitely, he's on his own out there. Name a player that Bill O'Brien has developed under his regime. Y'all gonna say that is not a 1st round pick, because the 1st round pick, and he ain't even, but you got Howard, and Howard's not even the position he's supposed to be. A 1st round pick should be ready to hit the field day one. Period. Unless you're getting a quarterback that you're trying to stash for the future. A 1st round pick should be ready to hit the field day one. So I don't really count that as the JJ was going to be a GOAT no matter where he went. DeAndre Hopkins was going to be a GOAT no matter where he went. Deshaun Watson was going to be a GOAT no matter where he went. Stop that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Look at that. Thank you. Seahawks fan. Surprised. They finessed the fuck out of the Texans. Like, if y'all don't think the Texans got finessed, you smoking big dope. Cap space? So what? So they can have more money to not pay anybody? What the fuck is cap? What good is cap space, man, for the Texans? The Texans don't pay anybody. They don't pay nobody. I got the line open. Let's take some calls. Goddamn, my bad. Sorry for your ears. Sorry for cussing. No, I'm not. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening? Let me put the number up here, man.
What's going on, Honcho? This is your boy, Man Up Hill.
Man Up, what's the motherfucking deal, Man Up? What's on your mind? How you feeling? What do you think about the Texans right now, Man Up?
Hold on, let me turn my TV down. You might got echo here. All right, let me just say this here, man. I was never down for trading Clowney in the first place. Mm-hmm. But I did say if we trade him, at least get a good offensive line like we're going to do with Miami. Now, I know Miami wanted too much, or whatever the case was, or maybe just too much that the Texans was willing to give up. But, man, I do not like this at all. No. I do not. I do not. And you made a good point. Clowney meet back up with Dwayne Brown in Seattle. And when he said that, I was like, damn. I know another former Texan in Seattle. That is, man, oh, my God. I can't even put this in words. It is what it is. I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. That's all I can say, man. That's all I got, man.
So I want to know, are you expecting the Texans to win at least to make the playoffs this year? I'm not even going to say the division. Do you expect the Texans to make it to the playoffs this year?
I'm going to be real with you. No, but if we do, it'll be a wild card. Not even a division win, it'll be a wild card. Because, look, I'm not taking away from my talent that we still got on the team, and Watt, and J.J. Watt, Watson, and Hopkins, and Merciless, and all of them. But, look, man, this is just ridiculous, man. This is just ridiculous. And I'm one of those dudes that was always positive about my Texans. And y'all might always see me on Star Sports with Honcho. I'm always positive about my Texans. But when they made this move here, I was like, what? Who? What? Man, come on. I was kind of hoping that went through with Miami because we needed that good offensive line. And if y'all realize, every time I talk about the Texans, that's the only thing I talk about is the offensive line. That was the only thing. Yeah. And they did not even pull the trigger.
That was the biggest position need. The offensive line. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it because I'd even take, I said I wasn't high on the Roby pickup, but Roby has looked like he's had decent coverage in the preseason. He's still getting caught on, but I think you can work on playing the ball. But it's just like where it's detrimental to get help is the offensive line. Obviously, Devlin cannot coach a fucking cat out of a wet paper bag, and he's been here for years. You've never seen anybody develop under Devlin. You saw Suafilo go to Dallas and become relevant, but yet there's nothing here. And yet you go and get some play. You go swap out basically a player for player in the same fucking position and a third round pick. It's tough, man. It's tough, man.
Man, I don't have nothing else to say, man. I apologize for being short with you on this one, man, but oh my God, I don't know what the hell. Like I said, if y'all don't believe me, go back and watch some of the Soft Sports with me on it. Y'all that know me, y'all know I've always been positive about my Texans. Always. But this is just freaking ridiculous, man. What the hell? Man, all I'm gonna say is this here, you just gotta wait to see what happens. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Now I'm gonna tell you this because I see a lot of people in the chat were talking about, we're gonna go 0-16, 3-13, and all that stuff. I'm gonna still say we're gonna at least have a decent record. I'm gonna say probably, I don't know. I'm gonna say 9-7. I don't know shit. I don't, man. You know what? I take that back. I'm gonna say we're gonna go 18.
Ooh, you still shoot high for me, man. Look, hey, but however you feel, I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you. I told you my prediction before the season was 7-9, and that was minus the whole Clowney deal and situation. But it was just like, that's how I was looking at it, like he wasn't gonna be here. Right now, I don't even know, Jack. Looking at Matt Khalil, looking at some of this other stuff that's going on, Texas is gonna be in some shootouts, and you lose one of your better pass rushers. So I got a lot of questions.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put it like this here, man. Yeah, we do got a lot of cap space, but we should have used that cap space on the players that we got. You see what I'm saying? On the Honey Badge, I can't think of his name right now. On the Honey Badge, on Kareem Jackson, on Clowney, we should have used that cap space on them. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But we did not. But I stay positive. You did too, Honcho. You did too. But now this is just ridiculous. I'm trying to watch my words because my daughter's in the other room, so I'm trying to watch my words. But this is just ridiculous. So all I'm going to say is this here, man. I'll speak to my son calling. I'm going to say is this here, man. Look, we just got to wait to see what happens.
It's too much.
Hopefully, Deshaun Watson and Hopkins can pull some magic. Hopefully, we can get JJ of old, Willie Merciless of old. Just see what happens, man. So, anyway, man, that's my call, man. I ain't got nothing else, man. I'm done.
All right, well, that's about it, Mr. Man K. Appreciate the love, man. Shout out to Man Up, and appreciate you calling in and getting this party started, man.
All right, have a good one, man.
All right. Is on fire. What's the motherfucking deal, man? We got calling into the sauce line this evening, man. Make sure y'all vote. Make sure you hit that like button.
Honcho. This is Joshua McCarty, nigga. I've been waiting for this.
Man, what's on your mind, McCarty? Holla at your boy,
nigga,
man.
I told you on Twitter. I'm going to say it again on whatever goddamn social media, nigga. I am pissed the hell off. What in the hell was O'Brien thinking?
Personal, nothing. He was just, the motherfucker's dumb. Like, I try to be respectful of people outside it. The motherfucker's dumb, and that's what the fuck it is. There's no justifying it. He's a fucking idiot. The rumors been coming out from inside the Texas organization that he's in over his head.
And
he's fucking incompetent.
Any nigga that's on the comments or whatever talking about, Mingo this whatever the other nigga named Martin, he's a great. Nah, forget that nigga. That nigga is like, they got two backup niggas. And they didn't get nothing for Clowney. You tell them you got a third-round pick? Nigga, go back and look at the Khalil Mack trade. Nigga, they got 2 first rounds and a third. Nigga, I ain't seen Raider fans, nigga, talking about, the Khalil Mack trade, even though, he went to the Bears, nigga, but nigga, we the laughing stock of the NFL right now.
The laughing stock.
Nigga, everybody in their mama know that was a bad trade. Nigga, the Seahawks fans. Over there, they were like, oh, dang. I didn't think we can, I didn't think we was going to get Clowney, but, I thought we was going to have to give up a lot, but dang, we actually pulled it off. You damn right they pulled it out. Man, we lost on that trade. If anybody else say that we won on that trade, you just go over there and slap the piss out of yourself. Because we lost trade on all angles. Mm-hmm. You know, it's crazy. Like what's that? When I was watching the preseason game, right? And look, this how you know we have a bad offensive line. I don't know if anybody else caught this, but I caught it. So when JJ was when they gave JJ to be interviewed, to be like, hey, yeah, you know exactly where I'm going with it too.
Yeah.
Look, he asked, who was that? Was that D'Angelo Blackson? Who was that Dunn? Who was that?
I forgot the
nigga, that's how bad the defensive line is. I don't even, and DJ, whatever. So he asked them niggas, what if you can play any other position, what would you play? So I think all three of them, they talking about what? Wide receiver, what was that? Wide receiver, quarterback, and running back. And so they asked JJ. They said, okay, what would you be? He really did the offensive line dirty. Like that nigga told basically kind of dissed them niggas on the cool because he was like, he said, what would you be? He talking about, well, he said, y'all gonna be out, quarterback. He said, I do a little bit of everything. He said, somebody got a block for you guys. So basically, what JJ is basically telling you on the slide that your offensive line is trash. He did it on the slick.
Yeah. Hold on, I don't interrupt. I gotta eat some crow real quick, man, because I said I went on a limb earlier and I said I marked my motherfucking words that I thought that Martinez ranking would be improved. I didn't say he was gonna be an all-pro. I thought he would be improved. That motherfucker just got cut. So I'm gonna eat my crow on that because we're accountable here at Salt Sports. If we say something, then you call us out on it. We said it. We will own up to that. That's accountability is key. You might not get that from everywhere else, but we're gonna be accountable for that. And Martinez, McCarty, what round was Martinez ranking? What round was he drafted? My memory fogs. Do you remember?
Let's see. Hold up. I think. God dang, Martinez ranking. Hold up. Let's see. Dang, what was he?
Was he a third?
I think.
Wasn't he a third?
Was he that goddamn third round pick that we just got from the goddamn Seahawks?
Yeah, what he the third rounder? Oh, and we just got. So how many third rounders have we cut recently? Braxton. What is it? Deontay Foreman. Martinez Rankin. Guys only have a year or so to get. So we just got a third round pick from Seattle. So if Bill O'Brien is still here, I'm sure that guy will be cut within a year after him getting drafted. I mean, it is what it is. It's like, come on, man. If y'all aren't seeing the patterns in this team, if y'all aren't seeing what is going on with this team, if you're a Texas fan, then I feel sorry for you. You got to stop listening to corporate radio. You got to stop listening to communist Texans radio because they're going to tell you everything on the up and up. Everything's good. This trade for Clowney was great. I mean, if they just, I don't listen to the radio anymore. I stopped listening to it. Jalen Strong, another third rounder. I don't listen to the radio. I don't listen to local media here in Houston. I interact a little bit on Twitter. I'll catch a little bit just for the news here and there. I don't really listen to the radio because it just drives me nuts. But my thing is this, man. My thing is this. They can't even justify. There's no way they can even justify this. If they can, they justify this right here.
There's no justification for that trade. Not even one bit. I don't care who you are. If you really thought the Texans just got better, no, we got worse. The pass rush without Jadeveon Clowney, I told it. And look, and I'm gonna put my words on this one. I'm telling you right now, the pass rush this year is gonna be trash like we ain't never seen it before.
Yeah.
JJ Watt is gonna get triple teams. And then what's called? Everybody talking, we still got Mercer. Mercer didn't even get to a quarterback last year.
Now here, I put that on rap because they had him out there in coverage all. He rushed last year, I think less than he ever had. Now they talking about, well, now with Clowney going, they can put him back in his true position. Yeah, that's cool. That sounds really good. But you justify giving away a weapon, not only in the pass rush, but one of the best run stoppers, if not the second best run stopper in the league, probably behind Donald. And you justify that for a third round pick. You realize the Texans weren't top anything in pass rush last year, but they were the number one run stopping defense. And you know who was a big part of that? Jadeveon fucking Clowney. But we justify getting rid
all
of
day
him.
long.
But anyway, like I said, it's crazy.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't address the offensive line, right?
Nope.
So that's still a hole right there, right?
Yeah.
We got weaker on the pass rush, right?
Yes.
And not to mention, we still lacking in the secondary. So with anybody, I'm telling you, this is pissing me off because I'm laughing because I'm really pissed off. Like this team, they got like worse on all three phases. Offense,
man.
All three phases. Like our strength, which was like our pass rush, it got weaker. And what was that? The secondary got weaker. You know what I'm saying? And then like you go back and look at this atrocious of an offensive line with the real deal Khalil. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like who is that? And if they don't start who is that? Johnson? They're not
gonna start him because Bill O'Brien thinks he's smarter than every fucking. I swear, like I don't like to be overreaction, but I'm gonna fuck around this season and end up turning into fucking EDP. Like this Texans team, man, it has me so livid. He's gonna start Khalil. Mark my motherfucker. This motherfucker people go, oh, he's gonna stash Khalil, so he can be healthy, so they can cut it. He's going to keep Khalil. He's going to start Khalil. Just like he started Savage, and I was wrong because I ate the crow on that because I said, maybe Watson, don't rush him out there, let him kind of sit there and pick up the offense. And that year that he did, and he came out there and he balled. I underestimated Watson. I ate my crow on that. But just like he couldn't decide between Watson and Savage, he had a bird's eye view. He had a first-hand view between Watson and Savage and couldn't make a decision. He had a bird's eye view between Hoyer and Mallett, couldn't make a decision. And you saw how quick he is to yank them. And it's like, man, look, this dude is trash. All right, and I was cool on B.O.B. all last year. I tried to justify, I tried to validate. I mean, I went to the ends of the earth to validate it. And y'all know me. I'm generally an upbeat, positive person. And there's a point where I flip a switch on somebody, y'all gotta pay attention. You gotta fucking pay attention because I don't do it for just no reason. Like I have to find some legitimate reasoning why I'm no longer on board with something or I'm not on board with it from the begin with. And people, you guys everybody's sauce is just Bill O'Brien haters. Show me anybody in the city right now who got love for Bill O'Brien. And like we got to have a real serious conversation. Like I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like there's no validation, there's no justification.
Look. I said this before, Honcho. I didn't say it many times. I'm telling you, do not be surprised if Deshaun Watson gets lowballed and does not want to come and play for Houston.
Absolutely.
And look, everybody's saying, "Oh, it's Deshaun." He's gonna get paid. He's a quarterback. I'm telling you right now, like, cause my homeboy said he's a KC fan. He told me hey man, why you playing? He said, the Matt Ryan, they don't really like him, something like that no more in ATL. So he said Deshaun could go back home to ATL and stuff like that.
Wouldn't be surprised.
So I said, look, right, I wouldn't be surprised either because the Texans don't want to pay nobody. I'm telling you right now. Then he's a KC fan, so he already knows what Patrick Mahomes is gonna get because he's real deal. He said that Patrick Mahomes is gonna get a $200 million contract.
Yes, sir. I'm
telling you right now, he's gonna be the highest paid quarterback ever.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you, if they did not sign Deshaun Watson this year, and they make that happen, that Mahomes get $200 million, I guarantee you, Deshaun Watson will not be here.
No, will not. I'm telling you, y'all can.
They're not going to want to pay.
Y'all the checks ain't be tripping. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to, but everything that we have predicted to y'all has basically been justified. What they'll try to do is, well, you haven't gotten to this game, you haven't gotten to this because you're coaching and you haven't put the fucking pieces around us. You ain't put the pieces in play. You've had 3 years. This is year 3 for Watson. Like when you went and got your quarterback in the first, your goal should have been securing that lineup. Okay, we got a quarterback. We need to go ahead and put some protection around him. Didn't do that. Year 2, he gets hurt. Year 2, you go get a bunch of, and again, you lost some picks because you overvalued, overinvested. We can go all the way back to Brock Osweiler. I'm not going to put Brock Osweiler deal on Bill O'Brien. It is what it is. That's the Texans organization. But now you're going into year 3, and you have the opportunity for Andre Dillard sitting there right there dangling in front of your face. Give up a late round pick,
right.
A 4th, maybe a 5th.
Jawan Taylor.
You could have moved. Yeah, Jawan Taylor was there. You passed up on him. We're going to be smarter than everybody. And we're going to get this guy from HBCU. And I'm not knocking HBCUs, but it's not like they used to be. And a guy that doesn't have the experience, hasn't played in the big games, hasn't proven himself, but he has this versatility, skill set, height, weight matrix. And we're going to plug him. He's going to be our tackle. Now he's a guard. And now y'all are out there looking for a left tackle. Right now, I don't even know, man. I don't got too much. I don't got too much, man. Like it is what it is.
I'm gonna tell you this. And everybody that's a real true fan know this. Whenever a Texan player of Clowney stature leaves, what normally happens?
Ball out. Ball out.
You know what? I'm gonna end my call right there. I'm gonna rest my case. Anybody say different, y'all can kiss my. Man, I'm done. I gotta go.
Already, McCarty, man. Appreciate the call, man. Yeah, I could have had Taylor and Howard. Howard would have been there in a second. Like y'all can justify whatever y'all want to. Y'all can validate whatever y'all want to. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. There is no validation of Bill O'Brien or the Houston Texans front office at any point at this time. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening? I see your sauce line on fire.
It's Jay, man.
Jay, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Shout out to Jay, and I appreciate the love, man. I don't know if you saw it in the video. I sent you a shout out, but I appreciate the mail, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honcho.
Yes, sir.
I said this organization was going to set them back 3 to 5 years about 4 months ago. Are you starting to see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
Effed up front office. I mean, hey man, this is the worst trade in NFL history because you knew what you had. You had an all-pro, and you traded for nothing.
Straight up.
It's not like you traded it for a draft pick or somebody you've never seen or something in the future. You know what these two guys have done.
Yeah. And rumors said somebody was saying that Barcavius probably was going to get cut. That's the crazy part about
it. But you so damn smart that you ass backwards. And now Bill O'Brien thinks that he's improved the team now.
Yeah.
They think that this team has improved. How?
He gonna validate it somehow. He gonna justify it somehow. And fans are gonna eat it up because we got fans here in Houston. I don't know why. Again, they gonna eat it up. Whatever this organization says, instead of thinking for themselves and saying, hey, you know what, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Why are you trading for two guys that basically play the same position as Clowney? Neither one of them does either one of those positions as well as Clowney. And a third round pick, which my ranking just got cut. We just cut DeAndre. So we've been cutting all the third round picks from the previous few years. So like I don't understand. History tends to repeat itself, but yet he's been doing this year after year after year. But Texas fans think all of a sudden something's going to change. Oh, this is going to change. I told y'all, year 6, this man is set in his ways. He's a little bit on the hot seat because he knows he's about to lose his job if he doesn't excel, and he's not going to, man. Come on, man. This is terrible, man.
Say, just like the last caller just said, Watson's gone, man. He sees that they're not trying to improve this offensive line. He's out of there. Yeah. Earlier this year, we were hearing about Merciless. They wasn't trying to sign him. Merciless is gone after this year. Yeah. Why would you want to stay in this toxic environment?
Exactly.
I'm stealing your word, Kenny, but it's very toxic. It's very, very toxic. No, I mean, this is the laughing stock of the NFL. Nobody wants to be a part of this bullshit.
Nobody. Why is it that all the players that leave go and contribute elsewhere? We've seen a couple of guys go to the Patriots, win them a ring. We've seen, who was it, Ben Jones, he just got him an extension over there. Why do we see guys go elsewhere and perform better? What is it? Brandon Brooks went and got him a ring. Like, what is it with this organization that they can't develop talent, and the talent that they do have, they let walk for nothing? And then, we sit here looking like we sitting on our fucking hands when the opportunity does arise. The coaching staff is not good. We need talent to be relevant because the coaching staff is not good enough to scheme. They're not good enough to improve on anything. So, I mean, why are the fans not seeing this? Why don't you think more fans see this?
Well, Honcho, like I said before, they are just happy to have a team, and that's it. But here's the thing that I turned it off last week on the Cowboys game at the first quarter. Yeah. But I looked at the stats later on, and I found out you have Reed returning punts. Why would you put him in that position when you just got somebody hurt? You have 90 people on the team who are trying. You have 37 who are trying to make the team. Put somebody else back there. Shit.
It's craziness, man.
I mean, you've got a star in the making. You want to put him back there for punt return. on a damn game when you're already down 17-0 in the first quarter. I mean, you do stupid ass shit over and over and over and over and over. Insane, man.
This is wild stuff. I mean, if y'all really, like I said, I try to stay composed. If y'all could really see how I'm feeling inside, and I'm trying not to feel that way because again, been saying it since they put the franchise tag on that Texas that County will not play a down, not a single down. Again, y'all don't see them people who came in here and said we was tripping. Y'all don't see none of them folks who said, "Oh, y'all wrong. That ain't gonna happen. He gonna do this. He gonna do that." Argue with us and say that we foolish. We just guessing and we suppose y'all don't know what you're talking about. But you see, they ain't showing up. They show up every other stream, but y'all see they ain't showing up today. But my thing is this, man, Jay. What I mean, it was low hopes to start with. What are you feeling happens by the end of the season? Is O'Brien going to be here at the remainder of the season?
No, O'Brien will be gone by when the bye comes up. He'll be gone.
Okay. I'm hoping.
And actually, they need to try to do something today. Today is not soon enough. I mean, hey, this season's over, man. I wish the fans who have season tickets, I wish they would take their damn paper bags and put them on their head and just boo the damn team the whole year. Not the team, but the leadership, because they deserve better than this, man.
Yeah, absolutely. This whole city deserves better.
I mean, this is a wasted season. Yeah. Like the caller just said, everything you needed this year was in place, but you failed to try to fix any of it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like it's depressing, I guess, because of the fact that you've seen it coming, knew it was gonna happen, but it is what it is now. It's.
But Honcho, man, I know everybody's trying to call in, and I'm gonna let some people call in, man. But like, this is really sending me to Friday and Saturday football, man, because I'm not gonna even watch the replays or nothing, because this threw me for a loop today.
Yeah.
I mean, you got absolutely nothing. You could have got these guys off the cut squad at 3:00.
Exactly. These were.
And Honcho, the best thing you could have done was just go ahead and sign him to the tag and hold him up until next year for free agency. You would have gotten a lot more.
Yeah. At least, like I say, when teams have capital and they're looking to trade, and they know you're making a player available, you could have finessed a better deal. But Bill O'Brien's ego, pride, and the fact that, you know, he's an Ivy Leaguer, he's smart. He's the smartest guy in the room. You know, you can't tell him nothing. I went to Brown, all right? I'm Brown old butt chin. But he knows everything. And again, with that Texas organization lacking a front office with football knowledge, when you're playing GM by committee, and if you say, well, you know, it's 6 people, but Bill O'Brien has to say so. Come on, let's be realistic. He's the ultimate final veto on all of this stuff. Like,
and Easterby, he's supposed to be exec, but he calls himself a character coach / chaplain. So why would you even have him in that position?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy's a motivator. He's a motivator. That's what he does, and he's in a front office position, a management type position, where he has say so over the team. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you hung out with the Patriots, if you're a fan that ever went to a Patriots game, you can get hired by the Texans organization. You have a job waiting on you with the Texans organization if you've ever been to a Patriots. If you've watched the Patriots game on TV, you probably are a shoe-in, for a front office position. Because that's how the Texans operate. And yeah, somebody also pointed out Mingo played for the Patriots. Well, there you go. You know, it's like, come on, it's I don't know, man. I am highly upset.
Well, Honcho, are you throwing the towel in for this year?
I threw the towel in when I saw that they didn't address the needs earlier. I threw the towel in probably after the draft, and I said, because if you look at the free agency move that the Texans made, a bunch of 1-year deals. So even if these guys are good, and y'all see, who was it, Brian Bodie Calhoun? Everybody, he's gonna be good. He's gonna finesse it. He's gonna make it. He's the Brian Bodie Calhoun. He's really a good guy for Cleveland. Didn't he get cut? Isn't he cut? Or y'all saw him the other day? He's trash at corner. Brian Boyd Calhoun is not good. The BBC is not good. The BBC is supposed to do the fucking not get fucked. He's not good. They go out and sign fails to a 1 year. All these 1 year deals. So if these guys don't pan out, you're signing 1 year deals and these are not win now moves. These are 1 year deals for like team building, like you're in rebuild mode. And so it's like, what is the logic here? Gaines was operating like he was going to have a whole 5 years to try to build a team. They canceled him after 17 months, right before fucking training camp. They go after a guy from the Patriots. They can't even get the team is so inept. They don't even realize that the guy can't get out of his contract. So why are you even going after him? He's there, and you can't get another GM. Well, you can't get a GM now, but they're not going to get it. They're going to wait on this dude and not be able to get another. So they're going to miss another free agency. They're going to miss another draft, waiting on Nick Cassero. And then still be in the same position that they're in. This is terrible. This is terrible shit. Like there's no justification. There's no validation. This is a shitty situation.
Well, how do you think the players feel? I mean, they are mad as hell. They're not going to say it, but I know they're angry as hell.
They're not going to say shit. You know how this organization operates. They say something, they might get traded for.
Well, that's right. If you say something, you will be out of there. So, Honcho, it's good talking to you, man, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.
All right, Jay, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. Shout out to Jay, man. Look, I might just go fishing. I'm telling y'all, man. Sauce Nation, I want y'all to understand, man. I do this for y'all. All right? The Round Table does this for y'all. Oh, shit. Whoa, no. I don't know what was going on with that call. Do this for y'all, man. I couldn't hear that. So whoever it was, I had to hang up on it because I don't know what was going on with the sound on that shit. That shit was crazy. Here's the thing. And just a second. So I'll say I do this for y'all, man, because the Texans make it tough to be a fucking fan. But y'all, talking with y'all, chopping up with the real fans talking to fans, y'all are what makes this shit worthwhile. Just the Texans and the shit they do, man, it is... it's super tough. I don't think it is. What can anybody name a worse ran organization in all of sports? The Comets are ran better than the Texans.
Nah, it's just those.
What's the motherfucker who got called into the South Line this evening?
It's DJ.
DJ, what's on your mind, man?
Bro, we fucking stupid as fuck, man.
We stupid as fuck. We traded Clowney for 2 Popeyes chicken sandwiches and some napkins, and we didn't even get no fucking chicken in the sandwiches. We just got the fucking buns, bro. What kind of shit was that? bro, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Bill O'Brien got to get the fuck out of here, bro. He better not walk in the street. He better not go near any street in Houston. He better stay his fuck ass in the house, because if he go outside his house or go outside the organization, wherever the fuck he at, he gonna get his ass whooped, bro.
Look at that man with the
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! I'm in football practice, and the trainer come up to me, talking about, you hate to see. I was like, what happened? Clowney get traded. I thought we got a lineman. No, we got 2 fucking bum ass defensive players, bro. And Jesus Christ, people telling me Barkevius, me go, oh, he good, nigga. He's 28, bro. He almost 30, and he was really about to get cut by the Seahawks too. They just didn't want to say nothing yet.
Yes.
For real, bro. God, we are so fucking stingy, bro. We so cheap. And I swear to God, we give no offense to JJ White, but if we give him another $100 million contract, I'm fucking done. If we let Deshaun Watson walk, I'm done. If we let DeAndre Hopkins leave, I'm done. And I'm pretty, like everybody said, Whitney Merciless, he gone. Bye, Finito, bye. Bye. That's it. Him. Who else? Why the fuck we keep Max Leo?
Because he's going to start. He's going to start. What are you talking about? Mac Lil is going to start for this team. Bill O'Brien told y'all. Everybody trying to make it seem like Bill O'Brien is this mastermind, mental finesser. Bill O'Brien was dead serious. He's going to start fucking Matt Khalil. And we're going to see what happens. Y'all are going to be, again, people going to be like, oh, y'all guys are so negative. There's a reason. Y'all can say we bitching, y'all can say we negative, y'all call it whatever you want to. We told y'all that this was what was going to happen, and this happened. Like, this is...
It happened. It happened. And what? I'm not going to say Clowney's going to be an all-pro first team. He's going to be all-pro second team. And probably going to have more than, 10, 12 sacks in the season?
Yeah. And he'll have it. Guarantee he has his best year. Guarantee it.
Cause goddamn, the Seahawks defense, man, they ain't got a lot, but see, they got some pieces that can get to the quarterback. I mean, gosh, Jesus Christ, I can't believe we just pulled this dumbass trade off, bro. That Seahawks. Shout out to every Seahawks fan, bro. They don't finesse the fuck out of
this man said we willing to throw our water boy, a pound of Starbucks coffee, a $10 Amazon gift card, and a $25 Microsoft iTunes gift card. How that works? That's Apple iTunes. Go see. Man, I ain't even mad at y'all. I'm telling you, I'm a root for him. I'm gonna be rooting for Clowney and I told you wherever Clowney goes, I'm gonna be rooting for him. I'm gonna go like we got nothing to be.
If anybody come up to me talking about, if anybody come up to me talking about, oh, I thought you were Texans, nope, I'm a Seahawks fan. You know why? Because that man right there, Jadeveon Clowney, bro. I swear.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah. Oh, word? If Clowney don't stay, they get the 3rd round pick back. So the Texans got nothing. Nothing. Let me tell y'all something about the Texans. Right? Went out and got Duke Johnson. I'm not mad at the Duke Johnson pickup, but the rumor around the league, Duke Johnson was worth the 5th rounder. That was what Duke was basically going for. Texas gave up a 3rd rounder for him. You can say a 4th rounder, but because Lamar Miller went down, he's going to play 10 games if he's healthy. He's going to play 10 games. That becomes a 3rd rounder. So the Texans think they're smart. Oh, we're getting our 3rd rounder back because, now that Duke has to play, we'll just get a 3rd rounder. You got 2 guys that were on the cusp of cuts. You know what I'm saying? And Mingo has been all around the world, and and you think that this guy's going to be good here? Come on, man. Like, it's like, it is the shenanigans are at an all-time high. And the Texans fans are not going to, most Texans fans, again, we still got JJ. As long as we got JJ, because I'm telling you, a 1/3 of Texans fans are JJ Watt fans. Not even really Texans fans. Then you got about a 1/4 of them who are basically Deshaun Watson fans. You got a new fan base that came along with Deshaun Watson. You have maybe a 1/4 of Texans fans are really fans who've been down since day one. And then I don't even know what the rest, whatever's left over there, just people who just want to say they like football in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that's going on here, man, it's atrocious. The shit that's happening in this city is ridiculous. And the Tunsil thing, I was like, wow, that's bullshit. But this is the real bullshit. This is the real
that right there. Yep. And like dude said, in the Khalil Mack trade, they got 2 firsts and a 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me we could at least try and finesse at least an early 2nd round, maybe a late or something, or a 1st rounder or something?
O'Brien,
for real?
Finesse. Oh. Unless you're saying got finesse, you don't use O'Brien and finesse in the same sentence. O'Brien got finesse. O'Brien ain't finessing nothing. O'Brien can't finesse the crust out the middle of his chin. You know what I'm saying?
He got okey doke.
Brian Tip, I told you after the Dallas Cowboys game, dog, he said it on fucking television, man. He said the shit, and people don't want to listen. I tweeted this shit. I said, y'all gonna sit here and really let Billy O tell y'all he's willing to get finessed in a trade, and y'all not gonna say nothing about it? Everybody act like I was just joking, like I was saying some bullshit. Y'all be thinking, oh, he's just a guy with a YouTube channel, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And it happened. But now, we're all those people who said, oh, you're wrong, that's not going to happen, that's not true, you just saying shit, you just hating because you don't like Bill O'Brien. Where are those people at now? Where are the people who said Clowney was going to sign a long-term contract? Where are the people, I guarantee you guys are your jokes, the Texans are going to pay Clowney? Where are those guys? Where are they?
And I remember those people, too. I know exactly who you're talking about. They MIA. Missing. The funny thing about this, Clowney wanted to stay.
Yeah.
Clowney wanted to stay. He only wanted to leave because they was entertaining trade talks with the Dolphins and whoever else they was talking to. That's it. That is it. If they wasn't entertaining trade talks, he probably would have been traded. He probably would have sat out, but he probably wouldn't have been traded, bro. Exactly. You know what? I'm done. I'm gonna let somebody else call. Well, the key word of the day for every Texas fan, finesse. Yes. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all stay blessed, man. I'm out. Shout out to the round table. Shout out to you, Honcho. I'm out. Peace.
All right, DJ, man. Appreciate the call, man. Man, y'all don't understand, man. I'm trying to have some controlled anger in this situation. I'm trying to have some controlled anger in this situation. The Texans make bad decisions. This is the worst. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening?
This is Ricky motherfucking D.
Ricky motherfucking D. Man, y'all better stop with them homer dudes. Like I was like, there's a homer and then there's a realistic homer. Like we say Sauce Sports is a homer network because we focus on the hometown, not because we're just gonna blindly support everything that they do. Man, some of these fans out here like, man, Ricky D, what's the motherfucking deal? We'll get into that in a minute. What's the motherfucking deal, Ricky D? What's on your mind, man? Talk to me, man. Let me know what's happening.
Listen, this trade talks more than just Clowney. And you got to start looking at the fucking patterns, man. This trade is all about getting Rick Smith players out of here. Because this trade has to do with, notice, it's 2 outside linebackers. And what do we have? We have Jadeveon Clowney was an outside linebacker, right? Or at least they said he was. And then also we got Merciless on a 1-year deal. I'm going to tell you this: as much as they hate Lamar, they hate that Lamar Miller got hurt. I'm going to tell you what, they're low key happy about that because now they don't got to make that decision. That decision's already made. But this is all about O'Brien
Got Houston on my back.
Smith guys around. And if you're not the guy that makes O'Brien look great or like a smart guy, then if you're a Rick Smith guy, you're out of here. You're out, okay? Because when they went and got those 2 outside linebackers, this was about replacing Clowney. This was about the potential to replace Merciless. Merciless is playing on rented time for us. Now, the good thing that's going to happen out of that is we're probably going to get a really great year out of Merciless, and unfortunately, that'll be the last year that we see number 59 doing things on our team. This deal right here, if anybody is hearing any moaning on this segment of Sauce Sports today, do not adjust your volume. It's Bill O'Brien still orgasming after having been fucked out of his life today. I mean, he got fucked real good, and he's still having an orgasm over this shit. Seahawks done zipped up their pants, talk about going in there and make me some of them tacos. and fucking Bill O'Brien just sitting there biting the pillow like, I mean, bro.
Oh my God.
This is horrible. There was a friend of mine. He always is talking about, well, we could get this for Clowney. We could get this and this. And I kept telling him, do you really think that our team's going to do something really cool like that, man? I was for when I heard about Miami wanting to give up the Tunsil, Stills, and Drake for him. I was like, man, that's perfect. That's okay. I would take that. I mean, damn, that's 3 players for 1, and each one of them have potential, upside potential. I'm not sure what any of these guys have that we've just picked up. And then you guys are telling me they might be taking back Seattle can take back the 3rd if Clowney don't stick.
Yeah.
I'd love to be a fly on that motherfucking wall to find out what Clowney told them to make them do that deal. They're like, Clowney, are you going to sign with him, Seattle still? And Clowney was like, yeah, I'll sign with Seattle still. Just make the motherfucking deal happen. Oh, you got it, Clowney. Thank you. Right? And then Clowney's like, I ain't signing no motherfucking deal. I'm still gonna turn around and be the biggest fucking free agent next year. What the fuck? I'm not signing no fucking deal. I mean, unless Seattle wants to come with it. But they just signed Russell Wilson to like the biggest fucking contract ever. So come on, man. Come on. I mean, bro, you know what? The 02, 03, you know what? All the way to 06, those seasons were some dark times, but those were dark times with hope. You know, you had Andre Johnson coming in, and we kept Andre Johnson. You know, you had players, you know, coming in, and then and yeah, man, I actually was entertained with those teams, seeing them try. You know, like, damn, okay, we suck, but man, every other game we're still in there, man. We got a hell of a defense. We just need some offense, right? But in this preseason, can you really name me a player? Like, every year there's always one guy that stands out. No. You know, a couple years ago, even Vincent Smith stood out because what did he do? Just caught touchdowns and game-winning touchdowns. Badass. This year we didn't have that guy, unless I guess Jarrell Adams would be the only guy.
Adams,
tight end.
I wanted to kind of give it to what's his name. He showed like some potential. What's his name? Johnson, the little dude Johnson. He could get
Tyron
open.
Johnson?
Yeah, but he had, I mean, he has to go up and get the ball.
But yeah, but you didn't see him like make those catches. A lot of times it's like, damn, the catch is there, but he, you know, whatever. There just wasn't a guy that came out that you were like, damn, all right. Not even the tight end that we drafted. No. And I was looking at the team, and I was going, I don't ever recall ever being shut out in preseason.
I think the Jags got shut out earlier. I went and checked this season, and I think the
decisions that were being made. My 13-year-old son said, "You know what, Dad? You know what's crazy? We haven't challenged for pass interference all preseason long." And he goes, "How are we supposed to know what to do?" This is my 13-year-old.
Yeah.
13-year-old middle school kid, never played football in his life. He's just starting in 8th grade this year, right? Because he's finally found a love for the game. So my 13-year-old is saying, how are we supposed to be prepared in a crucial game to know what to do in the event of where it looks like there's a pass interference, Dad? We didn't even try one time. And I was thinking to myself, oh, my God, he's absolutely right. We're not going to be prepared.
I used to know my bag.
What's been the theme since the minute you said, Bill O'Brien, I'm done with Bill O'Brien? It's the inability to have this team prepared to play football, to prepared to make the right decisions. You know, I was watching. You know, it's funny that everybody was talking about the New England Patriots just a little while ago, or you were saying if you're with, if you're with the Patriots organization, you know what? I was listening to this last Patriots game. This is the 4th game of the preseason, right? I was watching it and I was listening, and even just the way the broadcasters speak. They talk football, man. Yeah. They talk football things. There's not all kinds of other, innuendos and all kinds of, well, you need to blah, 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 and, and all kinds of decorative things on the sidelines. There's nobody on the sidelines having these fun conversations or anything like that. No. Why? Because that organization from the top, Bill Belichick, cuts all of that bullshit out, number one. And then 2, I was noticing Bill Belichick arguing a fucking call in the 4th quarter.
Yes.
Why was he doing that? Because he needs his players to know that he's in charge and he's tuned in and focused at all times. And not only that, because this shit might come up in the games.
But you know what Bill O'Brien does? You know what Bill O'Brien does? Hey, it's 2nd and 34. What are we going to do? Draw play. Like, come on, man. Like,
draw play.
It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, give it up. Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like,
what
it's
about
the
putting
little
Joe
things
Webb
like
back in the game?
That was dumb. Why did Joe Webb go back in the game?
What about and here's the thing. Honcho, and I'm maybe some people disagree with me, but I don't know about y'all, but I kind of saw this backup quarterback situation. I thought, okay, Joe Webb is showing us something. There's some picks here and there, but this is also picks with some scrub-ass players. And maybe we got our number 2 right now, but it looked like we also had our number 2 of the future that was playing right behind in Ta'amu. Ta'amu has a damn good arm and was throwing the ball pretty crisp. Yeah, man, he made some bad decisions. He also didn't have a lot of time on the offensive line or nothing like that. But maybe, just maybe, if you hold on to that guy, you might have your number 2 that's got similar qualities as Watts. Similar.
No, they don't want to do
watching.
that. They don't want to get guys with similar quality. They want what Billy O really wants. He wants a guy who's going to stand in that pocket and deliver the ball. He doesn't want a guy that's mobile. He had to take Watson in that situation, or Rick Smith had to because of all the other fuckery. If it was up to Billy O, like I said, I wouldn't have been surprised. I forgot who picked him up, but I wouldn't have been surprised if Billy would have got Bortles if he had the opportunity. But Billy O wants that stand-up guy. That's why McCarron didn't play. And he got hurt, so I'm not knocking him. But McCarron didn't play a snap in the fucking preseason. And he's, guaranteed that number 2. We don't know what McCarron's working with under fire. We have no idea what McCarron's going to look like. You know what I mean? But
all that tells me is that Webb wasn't going to make this team no matter what. A.J. McCarron was going to be the number 2 no matter what. That's all that move told me, man. Because if you knew that was your number 2 coming in, if you sat there and said, well, shit, man, Webb could be our number 2. If you knew, and that also tells me that we're going to only keep 2 quarterbacks, and with this offensive line, that would be a stupid move too. But here we go, and A.J. McCarron can fucking break his finger and not play one fucking down in the preseason, and he gets the fucking job. That's some bullshit. And if I'm a player, I'm looking at that going, hold on, man, you got the dude that calls football. That means he loves this game. Right? When you say football like that, my dog, that's all you do is eat, breathe, and sleep football. Yeah. Like when you're from the South, you from the country, that's what you did, bro. Like that's what if you talk it like that, bro, that's exactly what you do. And if you notice, Webb is a smart ass player, but you know what? Not only did you end up hurting your backup quarterback, you ended up hurting one of your better special teams players. Yeah. Even if you wanted McCarron to be the number 2 and you let Joe Webb stay on here as the number 3, you had another special teams player and a 6th option at wide receiver. And you let that go because you put him back into the damn game so he could get injured in the 4th quarter of the 4th preseason game. Yeah. That right there just tells me this motherfucker is incapable of. I am not a professional head coach at anything, but I know this. You do not do that with your backups, with your quality backup players. If you knew he was playing if he was going to play for the season, if he was going to be on your team this season, he had no business being the quarterback that day. He had zero business being the quarterback. If you're telling me, oh, well, it's because we needed to evaluate the receivers, I'm sorry. You had plenty of time to do that. And, I'm at that point, man, where I'm like, I'm not even excited for this season.
Can't be.
And I'm a passionate football fan. I should be excited. I should be very excited, and I'm not.
If he can't make these decisions, quality decisions, when he's not under pressure, when he has time to think and analyze what's going on, what makes people think that this guy is going to be able to make those decisions in game when, he has a limited amount of time to operate and make those quick decisions and he's going to make the right choice? That's all we've been saying about Billy O is that, and I've said it time and time again, that I think that he needs to be fired, go back to being an OC or a coordinator somewhere of some sort, and kind of get his bearings under him, learn from his mistakes, and then he might be a good head coach somewhere else. He's not going to be a good head coach with the Texans. And I'm telling you, I'm glad that this happened because the prediction video is coming out real soon, and I'm glad this happened before the prediction video was made. So, because I was teeter-tottering on some things, and man, Jack, I'm telling y'all, man.
And for anybody that just wants to know, I don't know about you, but I'm the masochist that likes to sit there and watch ourselves, even though we're getting beat down. Yeah, for some reason, just keep watching because I don't know if that's the Houston sports fan in me that I'm just numb to shit like this.
It might be.
It's what it is, bro. It's like people are sitting there like, dude, how can you keep watching? And I'm like, because I'm fucking Houston sports fan, FML. Like fuck, man. But But if everybody noticed, every fucking team ran the football at will on us, and if you're thinking that's going to change come regular season, it's not. Because when I was watching J.J. Watt do that fucking sideline shit, I saw 3 motherfuckers that haven't done shit all preseason. J.J. Watt's the only one that did. And I'm my bad. Huggins played his heart out, man. But I got a feeling we're gonna cut his ass too, because on this team, motherfucker, if you're not injured and if you're not playing right, that's how you get. That's how you're gonna get your ass cut. If you're not injured, fuck you, man. You better get injured, motherfucker. This is an injury fucking team. You know, it's shit like this. It's shit like this that makes me think that maybe the NFL. And this is going to sound real fucked up, but this is how pissed off I am. Maybe the NFL has allotted teams for who's going to be the winning teams and who's going to be the teams that make things a little interesting and who's just going to suck. Why the fuck haven't the Detroit Lions done shit ever, right? It's almost like they tell Bill O'Brien, no. We need you to trade this guy away. And, yeah, y'all are going to get this shit. I gotta assume, man, because there's nothing in the fucking world that tells me that this was the right move.
There's no justification, no validation. There's no situation where this can be considered beneficial at all. There's no nothing at all, man. But here's the deal, Ricky, man. I appreciate you calling. I'm gonna catch a couple more calls, man. Like, I don't want to cut you short, but I'm gonna catch a couple more calls, man. But I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts, man.
I'll holler at you.
No, that's a bit. Shout out to Ricky D, man. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening, afternoon, whatever fucking time it is? I don't even fucking know. Oh, I guess I should ask the call. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening, afternoon? What? Oh, fuck it. Whatever time it is, wherever you at. Who got calling tonight, man?
What up, Honcho, man? Calling from Cyprus, bro.
Well, shout out to Cyprus, man. What's on your mind, man?
Man, I thought I was in a bad dream. So I woke up this morning and checked the Houston Rockets sports and seen they had extended Eric Gordon, doing what they supposed to do.
Exactly.
Then I checked this Texan shit, man, and I just can't believe it, man. And I'm at work today, and I was so fucking mad I wanted to leave, man. I couldn't even focus on my fucking shit I need to do at work.
Man, I can't blame you.
It's just bad, man. You think it's gonna finally get O'Brien out of here, man?
Man, no, because this is what's gonna happen, man. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. You got these Texans fans who just want to believe. I don't believe in fairy tales, You got Texan fans who just believe no matter what. Hey, we still got JJ. We still got Watson. You got to look at the pieces around him. Okay, now Clowney's not that threat. And Merciless is a solid pass rusher, but now we can focus more on JJ. We ain't got to worry about Clowney disrupting shit. We didn't go out, and I could have justified, I could validate if we would have went and got a left tackle. We would have got some protection, even though I think just the left tackle, we still got a lot of holes in that line. It's not going to make Watson that much more secure, but it's a little something. It's like, okay, well, it's a start. But you got people who still going to do it. But what's going to happen is those same ones who are hunky-dory, once we're mathematically eliminated, they're going to go on to something else. Oh, well, we got Astros baseball. They're going to jump ship. But it's those of us who really actually fuck with the team, and that's why it's more of an emotional connection to it. And we're going to sit here, we're going to suffer through this season and be like, God damn, we knew it. Well, hope maybe we can get a win here, or we're going to stay tuned to see the draft position or whatever it's going to be. But it's like, come on, man, it's terrible. Like you said about the Rockets, shout out to Eric Gordon, get that extension. How is it that every other team in this city is aggressive in every phase of the game? I mean, when we're talking about as far as team management and actually on the court and on the field, and the Texans are the most conservative in every aspect. Conservative ass front office, conservative ass coaching, game planning, playing, and as far as the way they treat the players, don't say this, don't say that, don't have any opinions. Like, this franchise can't take a look across the street, look downtown, or over, say, hey, you know what? Every other team in this city has a championship. This is how they operate. They're aggressive. They've done something. Even maybe a little while. It might have been a minute for the Rockets. They've been, Western Coast. At least they're competing. But hey, we're gonna stick by the same shit that we've been doing since the formation of this organization. which is being stagnant at every given opportunity. And one day it's going to work out for us. Like, and my thing is, man, it's like I'm kind of with you because, like I said, I stayed up. I was working on some stuff for the next video I wanted to do, and I stayed up to about 6, almost 7 o'clock this morning. Went to sleep. The damn dog woke me up, so I walked him about 8, 9 o'clock. I go back to bed and I get up a little after 12, and I look at my phone and my notifications are blowing up, and I'm like, God damn it. Okay, what's going on? All I'm seeing is they got fucked, they got fleet. I'm like, I'm trying to find out. When I see what they traded, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. There's no justification.
Pennies on the dollar, fam.
Yeah,
pennies on the dollar. They gave them away pennies on the dollar, man.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think that was really a move in the best interest of the team or the best interest of Bill O'Brien? Do you think this was a personal issue? Like, what do you feel was the reasoning behind this fucking trade?
I think it's what you always say. Bill O'Brien, if the fans say, well, we need this, Bill O'Brien does the fucking opposite.
Yeah.
So he got to show you, man, I'm still the head motherfucker in charge. Mm-hmm. So, you know, everybody saying we need this left tackle or whatever. I'm going to go get these 2 bench motherfuckers, linebackers instead. Mm-hmm. But you know why he got them? They're great character guys.
Well, yeah, we know we love that great character. Fuck them characters. We need some goddamn dogs. And that's why... that's the problem with this team. You know, ain't no more defense with attitude. We got character guys who've gotten cut from multiple teams or gotten traded or released from multiple teams, but somehow the Texans are going to get them right. You traded for an older guy. You traded. Shout out to Greens Point 56, man. Appreciate the love. But you traded for a guy who's older. You traded for basically the same position of less quality, and you can justify, well, you know, hey, salary cap, and we save some money. For what? Who do we pay? We don't pay anybody. We don't give anybody fucking... Nobody. So it's like, what's good is the money? So we sit there and look at it and count it every day. Hey, well, at least we're number 1 in cap space. You know, like, come on, man. Like...
It's sad, man. It's just terrible, man. And then, okay, you know, the Buffalo released McCoy. I bet you we don't even go pick him up.
Oh, no, not even going to do it. Like, they're not going to turn it. And I'm telling you why. Because just because of that little situation he had last year, even though it was proven that, you know, he had nothing to do with it, or there was no allegations really against him with the girlfriend situation. Because, you know, sports media here in Houston, he beat her up and he did this and he did that. No facts, no justification that he did it. They jumped on that bandwagon quick, and when it was found out nothing happened, did they recant any of those statements? No. And when I told last year, I said he did not do that. You know how these women are these days that you know, they losing that fame and money. They no longer have that rich boyfriend or whatever it is. They'll go to any lengths and any kind of desperation for fame and attention. I wouldn't be surprised he paid somebody to beat her up or whatever it is. But that's another story. But they're not going to get him because of the fact that he was tied to that. But what did the Astros do? I was assuming they had a little allegation. They went and said, fuck it. We finna go get this man. We feel like he can contribute. We finna go ahead and scoop this man up. But the Texans, they're not going to play that role, man. They're going to be, we're just going to toe the line. Hey, you know, we may not win anything, but hey, we just got good guys in that locker room. I'm proud of you guys. Yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Crazy, man. It's just hard for me to keep being a fan, man. It's hard as hell, man. It's hard. Man, I'm trying, but I don't know, man. I don't know how much longer I can hold on.
Well, I'm telling you,
just too much dumb shit, man.
As long as BLB here, it's gonna be real tough. Like I'm telling y'all, man. Look, it's gonna only be for so long before we start. We're gonna organize the Sauce Nation ride. We're gonna just pull up to Kirby, man. We gonna set it off. We gonna get heard. The fans got to get heard one way or another, man. Because this shit is ridiculous. This shit is.
It's ridiculous, man. It is, man. And like I was saying, I called in like a month or so ago, and I was saying, man, as long as these fans keep going to this fucking stadium, paying they fucking money, they gonna keep hitting us with the okie doke, man.
Yeah. That's what it is. We're doing it to ourselves.
I mean, they selling out. They selling out fucking tickets and shit because people still paying to go see this bullshit, man. Stop going to the games and make them motherfuckers make changes.
Yeah. Let them know that you're not happy with the product. But instead, fans gonna keep dressing up. They're gonna keep going out there, and then they're gonna keep leaving at halftime or sitting there looking sad on the TV screen. Like, you know, the thing about it, what people got to realize, I was fucked up, ID Smith, man. I was feeling sorry for y'all. Now it's fucked the Colts. But the thing about it is, like, you got to let this organization know, man. Like, but see, the Texans fans have a problem because they have that ex-girlfriend syndrome with the Oilers. So they afraid if we say anything bad, if we say anything negative about them, they may leave us. Well, fuck them then.
That's exactly what it is.
If they're not gonna play up to par, guess what? Somebody else gonna say it's a lot of money over there in Houston. It's some shit shaking over there in Houston. We'll take a team to Houston. Like, come on, man. We gotta stop the nonsense, man.
You remember when Astros was fucking sucking, doing bad? Mm-hmm. Those fucking stands was empty, man.
Mm-hmm. You couldn't give away free tickets.
They was giving away tickets. Shit. So the fucking Texans fans got to be the same way, man. Hit them in their fucking pocket. Until you hit them in their pocket, man, it's gonna be the same old shit.
So I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. But you know, they gonna keep doing it. They gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, they didn't ruin my fucking day, man. I was excited at first. You know, I was seeing, okay, they talking to Seattle, but I was already wondering what the fuck do Seattle got? You know what I'm saying? To trade us.
Give us back what we gave y'all, Dwayne. I thought, you know, look.
Dwayne, yeah.
That wasn't gonna happen. So.
Yeah.
Mingo is a nobody.
Yep. And then these motherfuckers go get 2 bag-ups, man. I can't even grasp it, man. I can't believe it. I knew this motherfucking Bill O'Brien was stupid, but I ain't know he was just this fucking stupid, man.
Yeah. When you're so smart that you're fucking dumb. You know, when you know, some people are book smart, they lack common sense. You know, so it's just.
Yeah. And man, what the hell is goddamn Andre Johnson, man? I thought he was the advisor, man.
He advising, but is Bill O'Brien taking the advice?
Yeah. You right, man. You right, man. Now, fucking ownership, don't the ownership got to sign off on these fucking deals?
Man, there is no football knowledge in this organization aside from Bill O'Brien.
None, man.
So they listen to him like he's saying something, you know. So
yeah. Yep, you right, man. Well, Honcho, man, I appreciate, man, and keep doing your thing, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you calling in.
All right, bro.
All right,
good.
Man, look, it's tough. It's tough being a Texans fan, man. It's like a full-time job being a Texans fan, just trying not to be stressed the fuck out. What's the motherfucking deal, man? We got called into the Sauce Line this afternoon.
What's going on, Honcho? This boy Broderick, the one and only Be For Real.
Be For Real. What's the motherfucking holla at me, man? You know, I know you say we've been complaining, we've been bitching, but we've been waiting for this moment. What's on your mind? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm just like everybody else. I'm pissed off. I'm not happy about this situation. I'm not happy with how Bill O'Brien has basically been responsible for all of the actual holes in this team that we're trying to fill. You know, everything that has happened since he's been here, you know, you go back to Ben Jones, Brandon Brooks, AJ Boye, Kareem. You know, for some reason, he's responsible for every hole that we have on this team right now. We're in a tailspin where we actually chasing our tail, trying to make up for the holes that he created. You know, but here's my thing. This is my football season resolution. I don't have no New Year's resolution. I got a football season resolution. I am going to spend this football season trying not to call any of the Houston Texans fans dumbasses.
Yeah.
I'm going to try, but I done heard some dumbass shit today already.
Talk to me. What they said? I know it's some nonsense going on. I've seen a little bit myself. What's the worst thing you done heard today, man?
Man, I can't even tell you what's the worst thing I heard today, but I will address the last caller that was talking before about the Astros and everything. You really can't compare the two because as much as we love the Astros and we love the Rockets, this really is a football town. And when we didn't have football, you know, shit wasn't good around here. No. You know, motherfuckers was depressed. You trying to find some other team to latch on to and all of that. We ain't got shit to do on Sunday but watch the freaking Cowgirls and all this other crap and whatnot. You know, this is a football town. You know, and no matter how bad this team is, no matter how bad the organization is, we are still going to go down there and we're going to pay our money at the games. We're going to tailgate. We're going to buy the merchandise and all of that. Why do we do that? Because we're a football town. And another thing is we Houston. We like to party. We like to hang out. That's part of our that's a social thing for us. You know what I mean? It's religion in Texas. I mean, it's religion in Houston.
Just look at high school football. How many people have, and you know I'm big on high school football, but you know, there's a lot of suck-ass high school football teams in Houston. But people still go out and support them, knowing that every year they're going to suck. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's just a football town. It's not going to change. You know, we can sit there and we can bitch about it all we want, you know, because none of us are happy. I don't see any realistic Texan fan that is happy with anything that's going on with this team in the offseason. I mean, I don't get it. If you're happy about the things that's going on, I mean, hey, that's your opinion. I'm not going to knock you for your opinion, you know, because some people may see things a little bit differently. You know, I don't think that – I know there's a misconception that, you know, whatever the team tells us or whatever the local media tells us, that we're going to just believe it and run with it or whatever. I don't think that's the case for everybody. You know, there may be many people that look at it that way, but I don't think that's the case for everybody. But I think that with this season coming up, you know, there's no reason for us to – I mean, if we real football fans or whatever, we can sit there with the paper bags on our head and all that, but we still going to be there. Because, unfortunately, even though Bill O'Brien has stuck his head up his ass one more time, the season still hasn't started yet. And we still really don't know what's going to happen this season. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a clean slate for every team. I know we all look at the schedule and say, man, the schedule is murderer's row. You know, it's the worst schedule in the NFL this year or whatever. But we say that kind of shit every year. We look at the schedule and say, oh, this schedule's going to be easy or this schedule's going to be tough. We really don't know because teams change from year to year, you know. And we can't really judge by what goes on in the preseason a lot of times because, I mean, I know we've seen the Patriots go 0-4 or 1-3 in the preseason and win a freaking Super Bowl, you know, and other teams go 4-0 like the Lions and go 0-16. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a clean slate. I mean, the only thing that we can do is be optimistic that something is going to work out. And the only reason that we have a valid reason to be so optimistic is because one thing that we have never had is we have a top 10 quarterback. And any team that has a top 10 quarterback, no matter how many other holes they have on the team, you have a chance because you got that hope that quarterback is going to be able to pull you through, you know. And in his third year, you know, I don't know the sky's the limit for Deshaun if you ask me, but, you know, I mean, we'll see. I'm optimistic that we still going to have a good year, but if we have a good year, the downside is we stuck with Bill O'Brien. And probably for years to come, he'd probably get an extension if we go 10-6 this year or some shit like that. You know? So we stuck with this fool no matter what, you know, if we have mild success. And if we don't have mild success, then we all going to be pissed off anyway because we, you know, 2-14, 4-12, or whatever the case may be. And then we're going to be in a rebuilding mode after we get rid of this fool. So what do you think is the best option here?
Got Houston on my back.
I'm gonna be honest.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one of the lesser of two evils type situation. I don't want to. It's because it's like, man, I want to see these players win. I want to see these players have success because I love the play that we still have on this team. But it's like I don't want to see when they pan that camera to the sideline and you see that little dusty, crusty chin, you know, sticking out from under that headset. And he's still being. It's just like because when you look at him, I think it's just depressing looking at him because you know it's like it's a bad omen. You know, something's gonna happen. Even if we are in the game, we could be late in the fourth and we in the game, but it's a close game. They pan in your show. You see Bill O'Brien on the sideline. You're like, something bad finna happen. It's finna get real ugly. So I mean, it's a lose right now, almost in my opinion. But
yeah, it really is. It really is. It's a lose situation for our team. And the bad thing about it is let's just say, you know, all the chips fall like we think they're going to fall for the most part, and we have a terrible season, and Bill O'Brien is gone. Well, Bill O'Brien will be gone, but we him being gone still is setting the franchise back years because he's gotten rid of all of our cornerstone players that we've homegrown. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's now all of this third round pick shit that's been going on or whatever, and getting rid of these third round picks. I don't know what they doing over there. I'm not gonna speculate. You know, I don't think it's nothing personal. I think it's probably just really coincidence where these guys were picked and the numbers game or whatever the case may be. I don't think that he has it in for third round picks just for being third round picks. You know, like a lot of people are saying, which is a dumbass take. You know, I'm not gonna call the fans a dumbass, but I think that's a dumbass take to think that just because it's a third round pick they're gonna be gone. I think it's just really a matter of coincidence, or their scouting department is just really terrible when it comes to picking these guys that they're picking up in the third round that aren't, valuable third round picks. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, I don't see a whole lot of these third round picks that we have cut go anywhere and do anything else at any other team. So I can't really fault them for that. You know, but man, it's just look. I'm pissed off, but I'm not gonna be depressed about it. I'm gonna go into the season. I'm gonna watch the game. I'm gonna be excited when kickoff come. And you know, hey, when the coach do something stupid, I'm gonna be pissed off too. You know, that's just what it is. But I think what really gets people pissed off in this town about Bill O'Brien is his attitude, and he seems so smug about everything. And I know that we always say, well, he wants to be the smartest guy in the room type of thing. I think that's an organizational thing. I don't think that's so much just him. I think that's an organizational problem that these guys over there on Kirby think that whatever they're doing is really above everyone else's head, and what they're doing is going to improve this team. But let me just be clear. Anytime you get rid of a Jadeveon Clowney, you're not doing anything to improve your team, because there are no replacement Jadeveon Clowney is on the shelf out there. No.
How much of this do you think is on the fans, man, to kind of put the fire to the organization? You know, you made a suggestion today about going
I don't, man, look, I don't blame the fans. I don't blame the fans, because here's the thing, and this is something that I kind of get frustrated with the South about sometimes. You can't tell the fans how to be fans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be fans the way that they want to be fans. You can't fault nobody for being a positive outlook fan. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't fault somebody for that's a cynical type of fan. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if that's you, that's you. That's the way that's the way that you handle your fandom. You know, but I'm not going to say, hey, it's on you, the fans, or if we stop buying tickets. Let me tell you something. I don't care what the hell happened. I'm gonna take my ass down to Kirby. I'm gonna buy me some tickets. I'm gonna drink that high ass beer. I'm gonna tailgate. I'm gonna scream and yell. I'm gonna have a good ass time because I want to chill after I've had a long, hard ass week. You know what I'm saying? Paying these high ass bills or whatever. You know, that's our chill time. It's a social thing for us, like I said. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't blame the fans, because think about it. Look at Cleveland. Look at Buffalo and Detroit. They still pay their money, and they still support the doggone teams. They still, support the fans. Support the team no matter what. Just imagine being a Cleveland Brown fan for all these years. Imagine being a Detroit Lions fan for all these, and they support their teams like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't blame the fans. You know what I mean? Because it's football. Football is religion around here.
Okay. I can't fault you on that. Man, if you get a chance, brother, man, if you could shoot me the name of that place again, that cigar lounge you was talking about. Because like I said, I'll be around your way here in a couple of weeks, so definitely want to check that. Maybe we can link up sometime.
Yeah, man, this is a good time to get on it too, because they need some. They kind of losing their steam, so they need some. They need some hype over there, so I'll shoot that to you. Okay,
that's a BT. That's a bet. Well, man, brother, I can't fault you for that. I can't disagree with you, man. Like I say, to each his own. And I'm gonna say I try not to be too. My thing is just, when folks come in here saying, "Oh, this, and this, you crazy, you wrong, how you seeing this?" And then, like I say, but when it happens, again, those folks disappear. And what it is, like as down as I've been, I'm still gonna root for the Texans. I'm still gonna hope for the best. If I can't see it, I can't see it. And you know, if I'm proven wrong, hey, I love it because then you know my team winning. But it's a tough situation.
But let me say one more thing. I've been wanting to say this for a while. About the whole sauce and the negativity thing and all of that. You know, and I know I said it on Twitter earlier for those of y'all that not on Twitter with us. But I mean, don't revel in the whole negativity thing because right now the South has an opportunity right now to really step up and take over a niche, that's needed. You know what I mean? And it's the fans having that outlet to call in and chat and all of that and really be interactive and talk about, whatever it is they want to talk about. But I think it's kind of beating a dead horse when we keep saying, they say the South is negative and all of this and all of that and whatever. I mean, yeah, it's not so much negative. It's just freaking bitching. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, I don't care if you have a negative opinion or a take that may be seen negative. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that because that's your opinion. Yeah. But I'm gonna just be real with you. Ever since the doggone draft, every doggone stream, it ain't been negative. It's just been straight bitching. I mean, half of the. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was watching the draft and I had to turn that shit off. Yeah. Y'all niggas was bitching like some women. Like I'm like, damn, is this my wife on here? You know what I'm saying? I'm straight up. And then the other thing that pissed me off is, day 3 of the draft, I logged on. I'm like, all right, let me check out the South because I really, third day of the draft, I really don't want to hear everything that the commenters on TV have to say. Let me see what the South's talking about on day. And we ain't had no day 3 of the draft. I think that was a missed opportunity right there. You know what I mean? And I think, and in my opinion, it was like, oh man, these niggas is really pissed off. They're like, fuck a damn third day stream. You know what I'm saying? But ever since then, it like I say, if you have a negative opinion, that's fine. That's your opinion. But stop bitching. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't shit that we can do about it anyway, right? Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, stop bitching about it and get on with the analysis or whatever that you gonna do. But I mean, just stop bitching.
I think third day stream, I had something going on, so I wasn't able to stream on that third. I forgot what I had to do that day. Something came up. I had like a little family issue or something I had to take care of.
Well, I mean, I just saw that as a missed opportunity to, for the South. Anytime you got that opportunity. Yeah, I mean, look at it as business. You got to strike when the iron is hot, when that opportunity come up. But that's neither here or there. Yeah. But it's just stop bitching. You know what I'm saying? You got an opinion that's negative, or somebody may call it negative, or whatever the case may be. And then if something comes true that you said, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me 12 times, I told you so. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, yeah, you told me so, whatever. And, you told somebody so, or to know a dude or whatever. I mean, but say your piece and get on about it. Don't keep beating the dead horse. That's my only thing about it.
All right. I will store that advice.
With that being said, keep doing what you're doing. Take every opportunity that you get. And take this thing to the next level because I think that right now you have the opportunity to do that, and not saying that because people are leaving 610 or whatever the case may be, because to be quite honest with you, I've been listening to 610 since the beginning of training camp, and they've been saying every freaking thing that y'all been saying on the South outside of John Harris and Mark Vandermeer, which them two are just straight up milk toast and honey. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand listening to them. But everybody else on that station has been saying everything that y'all are saying, and then I turn on the side level, well, 16 is saying, I'm like, no, the hell they not. They saying just what y'all saying,
I can't lie to you because I stopped listening, so there are some assumptions. I'm going off of some of the last things that I've heard before I stopped listening to them.
Right. No, but keep doing what you're doing, Honcho, man, and like I say, strike when the iron is hot and take the South to the next level. I got y'all back at all times. I don't care if I agree with you or disagree with you. I'm tuning in and I'm listening and I'm chatting and all of that. I might not get to call in all the time, but I'm here with the support.
Already, man, Broderick. I appreciate it, man.
For sure.
Already. Bye. man. No, but y'all notice, you look. So here's the thing. Y'all notice I switched it up a little bit. That's why I started dropping some of the recorders and I started focusing a little bit more on potential, not necessarily positivity, but start focusing more on potential that the Texan moves can make. Because I ain't gonna lie, because I was getting to the point where I was getting depressed myself listening to it. It was just like I was like, God damn, it's getting bad. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we got calling into the sauce line this afternoon?
Yeah, this is Tiger Texan Superfan.
Tiger Texan Superfan. What's on your mind, man? How are you feeling about this whole situation?
Well, let me be honest with you here. I am a Clemson fan at heart. I'm a newcomer with the Texans as far as when Watson came along board and everything. I'd never been an NFL fan until Watson came on board. Huge Watson fan and huge Clemson fan, is why my name is Tiger Texan Superfan. And I'm not really fond of where Clowney came from, but I will tell you this. I recognize talent when I recognize talent, and that is a huge, huge loss for the Texans. To get rid of Clowney and not get an O-lineman, not get a running back. Like, for example, you need a starting running back, all right? You've got Duke Johnson, yes. But the problem is that he's a second running back, all right? He's not a first string running back, all right? Or at least not yet anyways, until he has proven himself to the Texans, all right? He's proven himself to the Cleveland Browns and everything, but he has not proven himself to the Texans yet because we have yet to see him play. So my opinion is that we should have traded. If we're going to trade to the Seahawks, which is what Clowney wanted to do, all right, we should have gotten a running back or we shouldn't have got an O-line. I mean, those are two essential needs for the Texans. And to get these backup O-linemen and a backup edge rusher, come on, man. Really? I have to give a shout out to your boy Spitz because I really liked his thoughts on the Clowney trade, and also if anybody is knowing about it, Mr. Mediocre, he had his thoughts on it too. I'm just like any other Texan fan here. I really do not like the trade at all. I think this is a bad move for the Texans, and I'm going to go ahead and predict. You know what happened to the Green Bay head coach mid-season? No. If things do not improve very soon, I see that happening to the Texans head coach.
Yeah, I agree. I'm down with that. I agree with you on that one because
I mean, I'm going to support my Texans. And for the last caller that said, or the last two callers that said, people don't come to the stadium and don't support the team. Well, see, me being a guy that does not live in Houston. And I'm a Houston Texans fan. All right, I don't watch the game there in person. I watch it on TV and everything. But I'm as loyal as a Houston fan than anybody else that would call in, anybody else that would go to watch those games and everything. And just because people ain't going to the game does not mean that they're not watching it on ESPN or they're not watching it on NFL Network or wherever the place might be. So I mean, the people are still going to watch football because again, it's football. All right, and this year we have one of the most hardest schedules in the league right now, and it is a make or break season for Bill O'Brien. And I'm gonna go ahead and be on record and say, look, if they don't come out and be better than 0-5, Bill O'Brien's gone.
Yeah, I think if they start another 0-3 season,
you've got some top tier teams. Just right off the bat, you've got the New Orleans Saints, you got the Patriots, you got all these tough teams that we haven't played yet. And we've been sitting down here in the AFC South, with a good season last year because we had mediocre teams that we faced, except for like the Patriots and stuff. But you've got some top tier Super Bowl contending teams. All right, if you don't start off better than 0-5 or 0-3, you have no chance for the rest of the season.
I agree. There's no streak. I don't see there's a string of teams where you can get another 9-game streak like you pulled off last year. It's not going to happen this year.
No. It's definitely not. They've got to come out swinging with at least 2 or 3 game winning streak, and that is going to be very, very tough. And for the last caller to talk about, the draft and everything, I got to say, man, I was pissed off about the draft, man. You had everything right fall for you right in your hands. Yes, the Eagles jumped up and grabbed the guy you want, but you had all the other options to choose who you wanted. All right. Now, granted, the O-lineman that we got that is the guard now, he has impressed me a little bit, but he still needs a lot of work, man. And why in the world would you take a potential second rounder when you had a cornerback you could have took, you had other O-linemen that you could have took? I mean, but you take a potential second rounder for your team that is a work in progress now, and he hasn't played O-line very long. He played quarterback, and then he played into O-line or whatever. I mean, or he played tight end into O-line. I mean, he's been playing O-line for what, a couple years before he went into the draft, and you're going to pick him over all the other draft candidates that you had. All right, I don't understand it, and I don't understand this situation here with Bill O'Brien. The thing I see with Bill O'Brien, man, is that, you know, he has got way too much power. He does not need this kind of power. And for you to let Brian Gaines go when you did and not have a backup plan, yeah, you wanted to get that Patriots guy. Yeah, I get that and everything. But here's the thing. All right, if you go for a job and you're wanting to go get another job, right? You're not going to quit your job before you even got the other job lined up, right?
No, you wouldn't do that.
That's the same thing with the GM job, man. You're not going to fire somebody without having a backup ready to take his spot. You know, I don't get it, man. I'm fired up about this organization as a whole. I hope whoever we get as GM, I hope he cleans house. I hope he cleans every single person there, and I'm hoping that the only person left is Cal McNair, because Cal McNair, I will say this, he has impressed me as an owner of the organization. He is nothing like his dad, and that is one thing I will say I like about Cal, because he wants a Super Bowl contending team, and that is about the only person I know in the organization that kind of wants that.
I agree, man. It's tough. It's tough, man. I don't know. Like I say, it's a tough situation. It's hard to see the light right now, but I mean, I know the season starts in a couple of days, and then we'll be over because we're gonna have to deal with, you got to dance with the one you with or the one you brought or however it goes. But it's unfortunate, man, because we know that we could have fielded a better team. There's no justification. He's going to have to pull some kind of amazing move and you're not going to trade these guys to anybody else. Everybody else in the league knows that they're not worthwhile. So there's no real leverage other than cap space. You're not gaining anything by picking these guys.
No.
So I don't see the justification for it. Like, it's a bad situation, man. Like it's hard for me to find the what's they call the silver lining in the cloud. So I don't know, man. But I agree with you. If he starts off in the hole, it's not going to be. I don't think we should be too long for Billy O. I think he'll be out of here real soon.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be there long. And you know the thing is about the front office is like this team. Since I've been a fan of the Texans, it's like this team is okay and wants to be mediocre. They don't want to be great. Yeah. Like, I'm going to give you an example. They don't want to be great like the Saints. They don't want to be great like the Patriots. And, we don't want to be the Patriots, but you don't want to be a great team. You want to be an average, mediocre team. And until they get their heads out of their freaking potential you-know-what, they're never going to have that type of team. And you've got a franchise quarterback with Deshaun Watson, a quarterback that the Houston Texans have wanted for a very long time. Yeah, I've done my history. A quarterback that y'all have never had before. Yeah. The likes of a quarterback that is a mobile quarterback that can run the ball really well, that can pass the ball really well, is a very good deep threat guy, is a very good short threat guy. He has all the potentials to be a great quarterback. All right, and one of your other callers said this last, is that, with Andrew Luck retiring, everybody's like, man, for the Texans, they're like, man, this is great, man. Now we're gonna win over the Texans. But here's the key point with that, all right? With all that happening, all right, why did Andrew Luck retire? He retired because by the time that he got an O-line, he was too banged up and said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't care if you got a you got a O-line now. I'm not doing that anymore. All it is I get hurt, I get well, and then I get hurt again. All right, you have the same thing about to happen to Deshaun Watson. All right, if you don't protect that quarterback, I'm telling you, yeah, he'll stay there. He'll stay there because he likes the Texans and everything, and he likes the town and the city of Houston. All right, he's gonna stay there. But I'm telling you, his life is gonna be about the same as Andrew Luck, and you're gonna be shocked when he calls retirement as early as he does.
Well, I'm counting on it at this point. It's almost, and I hate to say that because I love Deshaun Watson, the energy and the electricity he brought to this team when he joined this team. But the fact that you're not protecting, this is going into year 3, and you're not protecting him. And again, I hate to make the same reference, but you look at the Bills, the Browns, you can go look at the Jets, and what do when they got the young quarterbacks that they believed in, and Darnold and Allen and fucking Baker Mayfield, got weapons, got protection for all of them after year 1. And none of those guys had a year remotely close to the 7 games that Watson played in. Not remotely close. The best defenses, some of the best defense that we've ever seen in this league or in recent history.
Look at the Cleveland Browns. Everybody thinks they were the laughing stock of the organization. The Cleveland Browns, under the one head coach that they had, they went 0-16. All right, then the next year they got their franchise quarterback with Baker Mayfield and everything, and they did somewhat pretty good and everything. They couldn't do anything with our Texans against Watson and stuff, but they did pretty good and everything. All right, and then what did they do in the offseason? They made huge moves. They made huge moves because you know what? They're like, we got our franchise quarterback. We want to build around our franchise quarterback. We want him to have offensive weapons. We want him to have an offensive line. We want him to stay here for a long time because we got our franchise quarterback. And that should have been the same mentality of the Texans organization.
Yeah, but they don't have that mentality. They have mentality. Hey, what position does he play? Oh, he has some letters behind his name. Well, we'll plug him in and we'll try to make him work. But it's tough, man. It's tough, man.
I'm tired of hearing from Bill O'Brien. I'm so sick and tired of hearing, he's a versatile player. He's a versatile player. You know, you don't need players. You know, you're never going to have that superstar caliber player for that position because he's broad. He does a bunch of different positions and everything. No.
Yeah, that's tough,
no.
Man. Well, that's a bad one, man. Texas Tigers super fan. I'm glad you called in, man, and you know, glad you're a fan of the team. I know, you know, Watson brought you here, but you haven't even been here long. But you can definitely tell. You can definitely see. I think you're bringing more logic than a lot of certain Texans fans. You know, it is what it is, but you know, hey, yeah, we just gonna deal.
Well, hey, I want to say I appreciate you in Sauce Nation, and I get a lot of my insight from you guys since I'm not in Houston. I don't get to see a lot of stuff. The only thing I get to hear is through the Houston Texans wire, and then I'll look in your channel on YouTube to find out thoughts and stuff on the Houston Texans and what's going on, what's going down, and everything. And if anybody's listening, whoever is listening or whatever, if you want to check out my page, I've got a few Houston Texans videos and stuff and my thoughts and the stuff, and I will be producing another one here later tonight about the trade on Jadeveon Clowney.
All right, definitely. I will definitely check you out, Texas Tiger super fan.
All right, I appreciate the call, man. I appreciate the answer.
All right, man. Thank you for calling.
All right, bye.
All right. Whew. Clemson fan came in. Only been here for a few years since Deshaun's been here. He knows what's going on. Man, look, shout out to all the fresh ingredients who just joined us. Let's see if I can catch their name. Let me see if it's still back up in the chat. Dilly Dilly. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this afternoon?
What up, guys, man?
Man, it's Mr. Chicken Sandwich himself. What's the motherfucking deal, ass man? What are your thoughts on what's going on? Lace us up. Give us some of that good old Trejo knowledge, man. What's on your mind, man?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's more spicier in Kirby Drive than it is at Popeyes. And you know what? Our roster, ironically enough, it looks like a roster that just finished paying its QB after, its rookie contract. Yeah. And you can't do anything but get these no names into the roster because that's all you got. But the reality is you had all this cap space. You let old boy who was playing left tackle for New England, who, by the way, obviously was impactful enough to have New England trading right now as we speak for guards and centers and people to put on their own line, because that's how much of an impact that guy had, that you didn't get him on the offseason because you weren't willing to pay him an extra $5 million, but you sit here today not having a left tackle and now taking off another pass rusher that basically helped you, like, stop the run. Man, look, I'm going to tell you something. Every fantasy freaking owner is going to have on their roster every week whatever running back is going against the Texans, because they're finna run down that throat like nothing else. And let me tell you something. If the team start running the ball on you, guess what happens next? Start throwing the damn ball on your ass because you're trying to fucking cover and you can't. AKA, that's exactly what happened to us against the Colts in the wild card game.
Mm-hmm.
They started running the ball with Mac. Mac started putting some fucking touchdowns, started putting some yards on. All of a sudden, it was easier for Luck in the backfield to just go out there, see the field, tie his shoe, come back up, throw the damn ball. Like, we got to understand one thing. Yeah, you don't have Blake Bortles in the division anymore. Yeah, you don't have Andrew Luck in the division anymore. But do not sleep on the Jags, okay? Because the Jags, first of all, have a good structure when it comes to front office, all right? They pay their players. They just paid Miles Jack, all right?
Yeah.
They go and pay pay the players they got to pay, all right? And they had a head coach who's been a back 2 times Super Bowl champion, who knows how to beat the Patriots, doesn't come from the Patriots, but knows how to beat their ass, and knows how to structure a team, and is not going to put up with bullshit, all right? Exactly. Now, as much as we talked about in the offseason about, Jalen Ramsey's a possibility, as long as O'Brien's here, you can forget about that talk. Yeah. Because that move is not going to be made. There's no freaking way. And so you look at the Jags, and they just got Nick Foles, all right? Let me tell you something. You give Nick Foles more than 4 seconds to throw, he going to pick your ass apart. Mm-hmm. This ain't the Nick Foles that went to the Rams under Jeff Fisher. Because let me remind you, Jeff Fisher came fucking coach his team to save his ass, all right? So it didn't matter what QB was back there. He'd have ruined them regardless, all right? Yeah. I just got a notification. Texas acquired running back Carlos Hyde from Chiefs. And I guess we gave Martinez's ranking to them. Look. This is how bad the Texans' luck is. Martinez's ranking might one day make a Pro Bowl with the Chiefs, just because they probably have a good O-line coach over there. Yeah. We just the type of team that, like, it just comes down to coaching, Honcho. It just comes down to, like, you look at the stats. Just look at the O-line. From 2014 to now, every year that O-line has gotten more penalties, has gotten the QB sacked more, and when you have a mobile quarterback back there, it should be harder for people to sack your quarterback. So can you imagine what would have happened if we would have had, I don't know, a Tom Savage back there, if we would have had another QB? Like, they would have got – we probably would have broke the record as the most sacked team ever in history. And we were already close with a mobile quarterback. Yeah. And so when you think about all that and you think about the moves that everyone around us is making, listen, for you fans that are like, Andrew Luck retired and we're going to win the divisions to come, Bill O'Brien can win as many fucking divisions as he wants. But I'd rather, like I've said this before, I'd rather have a team that barely made the wild card at 9-7. Let me remind you that the 2 teams that Coughlin coached were wild card teams as the Giants, who all of a sudden started putting together in the playoffs and made a run and beat New England. One of them was actually under Billy O being the offensive coordinator for the Patriots when they were undefeated, only to go and fucking bust a nut in 3 seconds into the game and be done with in the freaking Super Bowl. So don't give me about winning divisions. Yeah. For New England, the reason why winning divisions is so important is because they're always after that bye week. Mm-hmm. All right, that's their strategy for everything. But when you hear that shit from Bill O'Brien, it's not about getting a bye week. No. For Bill O'Brien, winning the division, whether it's 9-7, whether it's 10-6, it's to do it, or whether it's 8-8, because we've won the division before, getting close to with 8-8. So if you win a division 8-8, for Bill O'Brien, it's all about getting into the playoffs. If we can just get into the playoffs. Well, motherfucker, you've been in the playoffs 3 times since you've been coaching here. And only 1 time have you actually won in the first round. The other 2 times, you were embarrassed on national TV. You were embarrassed by the team and shut out. You were embarrassed with the Colts, who you just beat them. You just took the division from them. How can you get beat by that team? Like, this shit don't make no fucking sense at all. And then here, people that want to give Cal McNair, oh, he's different or whatever. All right, whatever. Cal McNair might be different, but I'm telling you now, if I'd have been the owner of the Texans, I'd have been fired that boy. I'd have walked into that man's office today and said, hold on. You did what? Who did we get? What round did we get a pick on? 3rd round. All right, let's look at the history of 3rd rounders. Oh, Justin Reed. By a miracle of the gods, we landed Justin Reed in the 3rd round. And we all know that Justin Reed only fell to the 3rd round because of what his brother was going through in the NFL. That is the only reason. And to be honest, I'm surprised we even picked him up.
Yeah.
Because when I saw Justin Reed sitting there, I was like, there's no way we pick him up because we don't want to deal with that type of drama.
Yeah.
So, look, the best thing that can happen for us this season is go 0-3 one more time and see if Billy O doesn't get fired. But you know what I really feel sorry for? I feel sorry for the players, not only the players that have been here for a long time, but also Deshaun Watson, who doesn't have an inch of a losing mentality in him.
Yeah.
That if you continue to put these type of seasons and these type of games in them, like if you look at mic'd up videos, you'll see that like going 0-3, I think against the Giants, like Watson was already starting to be discouraged because that's not his game. All right, him losing 3 games in a row, he hadn't lost a game back to back since his high school days, right? Yeah. So he goes in the NFL. And you got Nick Martin over there trying to talk to him and say, hey, man, it's a long season or whatever. Fine. But then you think about Bill O'Brien and the fact that why is it that another player has to come and talk to have? Look, he didn't make Tom Brady great. Tom Brady is great regardless who the fucking OC is, all right? Exactly. Tom Brady is the type of person that in the offseason he's calling Josh McDaniels and saying, yo, motherfucker, did you look at this shit? I need this shit in the playbook. I need you to put this shit in there, all right? So let's cut the shit. Tom Brady is his own offensive fucking coordinator, all right? He's the one going on the fucking field telling motherfuckers, all right, don't get down. We need a motherfucking touchdown right here, and we need it now, all right? That's the type of shit that we're going to end up getting from Watson and we're going to need. But ultimately, I feel bad that if we have to go 0-3 to get Bill O'Brien fired, what happens? Like, you get an interim coach in here. Does Cal McNair already have that other coach ready to come in and fucking start making some noise? Because if you don't, like, what's the best thing that can happen? You tank for picks, but you don't really even have a GM right now. And, who's really out there that you're going to get? And so there are so many unknowns and so many what-ifs out there that it's like, I feel bad for Watson. I feel bad for Hopkins. I feel bad for Fuller. I feel bad for Miller for going down, knowing damn well it was his, year to shine and get paid. And now, they're gonna hang that carrot of injury over his head just like they did Clowney. And they're not gonna want to pay that man. And I hope, and I hope Miller says, fuck y'all, I ain't taking no fucking cut. I know what kind of running back I am. I'll just go to fucking Seattle. I'll just go to Kansas City. I'll just whatever team he wants to go to and get paid and do my thing. Because this organization, to me, bro, it's been a long time. It's been 17 fucking years. And not once have we seen the AFC Championship. You hired one man. You hired Coughlin with the Jags. And in one fucking season, he turns that whole fucking program around and makes it to the AFC Championship. I mean, that shit to me is ridiculous. And it's just something that we got to fucking fix. And my kids in the background telling me, get the fuck out, we can go. But yeah, man, that's my spill, bro. I hope we do something great this season, but only because of the players. But in my back of my mind, I feel bad, and I'm conflicted because I know if we do, it's just another excuse for Bill O'Brien to continue to be here. And honestly, I can't take more of that, man.
Yeah. So that's the last meal, man. Man, look, and this is soft sports, and I know this is kind of crazy, but am I the only person who doesn't put salt? Like, I don't. We're finna do something real quick. Am I the only person that doesn't put sauce on the Chick-fil-A? I don't put like extra sauce. It's really funny though because I don't put sauce on I don't like extra. Yes. So who are we speaking with? So the people may know. So let the folks know who we're speaking with.
Well, Professor Trill is on the line currently, but I got Jay Dizzle in the passenger seat, and he's itching to get a hold of this headset. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my spiel first, and then I'm gonna let him vent his frustration.
All right. So Professor, talk to the professor first. Professor, what's on your mind? Let us know how you feel.
Calm down, nigga. We gonna talk about him in a minute. We'll get there. Hold up. Okay. First of all, I would like to address some of the callers first. Mr. Ricky D. To correct you, sir, Bill O'Brien has challenged a couple of pass interference calls. He's even, it's happened in the preseason. I know at least twice he's done it. So that is incorrect. So I could advise you or maybe even your son to set an appointment for an optometrist because I think you might need it. Past that, Ashmail. Don't do that. You did well, sir. Then you just had to put that one reach in. People just need to stop reaching. Don't sit up here and try to make Rankin seem like he's good enough to go to another team, and because of another coach, he's going to be a Pro Bowler. Don't do that. And I'm really laughing at y'all. Y'all are hilarious to me. How many times does somebody have to tell you something before you believe it? That's the question. And this leading right. Oh, all right, fine. Hold on a second, Honcho. Let me put this nigga on the phone because he's starting to get on my nerves.
All right, what you got?
Hello?
Yes, it's Jay Dizzle.
Yeah. Hey, Broderick, you motherfucker, you. Straight. Hold up, my nigga. I'm gonna get dead on your motherfucking ass. You were doing so well on your call, sir, and then you just had to fuck it up. When you called yourself trying to keep it real with some shit. So how you gonna call and complain about somebody complaining? Don't that make you just as bad as them? And then you want to say something about people beating a dead horse. How many times a motherfucker gotta tell you stupid ass fans some shit before y'all understand what the fuck it is that's really going on? Because y'all talk this dumb shit. And then if you really want to complain about beating a dead horse, the fans keep calling in, asking the same questions, and we keep answering the same questions over and over again. That's why it starts to get repetitive/redundant. So if your ass actually watch more of the fucking stream, you would understand that shit. Instead of trying to make a declaration or condemning somebody for keeping their fucking stance about some shit that they see. All they doing is keeping it a buck. They not changing the story. They not flipping the script. Because then you would call them out if they start flip-flopping. Niggas ain't flip-flopping. We telling y'all what we see. And we standing by that shit. If we wrong, we go down with it. If we right, we gonna tell you we right. You fucking right. So if you can complain about niggas bitching all you want, and then you gonna compare us to your wife, so now we females? Because we complain about some shit that's fucked up? Really though. But you still married her, right? So then you wanted to expose yourself to that so you could miss me with that bullshit, sir. Respectfully. Anyway. Broderick, you were doing so well, and then she goes, hey, well, as long as we got Deshaun Watson, look here, let me explain something to you since you obviously can't put two and two together. And this comes from the same person who say, we can't call our fans for being dumb, but you quick to denigrate a Democrat for not believing in the same shit you believe in. But that's different? No, sir, it's not. You need to check your fucking self. Second thing, Deshaun Watson can't save this the deal for you people that just don't fucking get it. Before we had Deshaun Watson, what was our biggest need? We were a quarterback away. If we just had a quarterback, we was good. Secondary was good. Linebackers was good. D-line was good. D-line coordinator was doing his thing. Offensive line was blocking. Had a damn good running back. Receiver was on point. We needed a QB. Then we get a QB. Now what's our problem? We don't have no O-line. Our running backs is fucking questionable. Our receivers, we're using up their best fucking years. Our tight ends, we don't even use them motherfuckers, even though we can see they talented. Our offensive coordinator, well, the guy that's calling plays now seems to be better, but Bill O'Brien is trash. On the defensive side, we lost one of our best fucking defensive linemen. Our linebacker core can't do much because our defensive linemen ain't playing that well. Our secondary is extremely suspect. And Ashmael, how dare you say that all of a sudden the Texan secondary got exposed against the Colts? They was the worst secondary in the league the whole year, dumb fuck. They were ranked 32nd. You don't just get that for one fucking game. Are you dumb? Come on, man. Stop being stupid. That was an extremely dumb comment. That shit didn't start then. They was trashed the whole season. And you know it. Nobody could run on us, but they was just lighting our ass up. Then he gonna say, well, Andrew Luck, after they started running the ball, he all of a sudden he had time to throw the ball. Man, they didn't have a pass rush on that man the whole fucking game. The whole game. How many sacks we had as a defense, bro? The whole season. Riddle me that. We didn't have a pass rush the whole season because we playing our best rushers out of position. Y'all got to wise the fuck up. And the reason we beat this dead horse, Broderick, is because we keep telling y'all the same thing over and over, and y'all keep trying to pinpoint shit that ain't got nothing to do with the root cause of the fucking problem. Nothing to do with it, because you can talk all you want to. Everybody, including myself, about we need to fire Bill O'Brien. But guess what? He's not the root of the motherfucking problem. The front office is, because they allowed this motherfucker to do everything that he's done when they the only people in the organization besides the owner that could have stopped him or prevented him from fucking doing it. They are the root of the problem. That's what needs to be changed. If you just cut the fucking tree down, you still got the stump. Guess what? That motherfucker could go right back and do the same shit it was already doing. You got to pull the stump up, man, and it's hard to do. It's hard work. You got to have the right equipment, and you got to know what the fuck you doing, or somebody can get hurt, or you could tear your equipment up. The Texans are the worst franchise in professional sports. I said it. We are now the Cleveland Browns.
We went from the Bengals to the Browns. Goddamn.
We are the Browns, bro. One of y'all said it, and I can agree with you. We're going to start wearing the bags over our heads in the game, bro. I see that coming. Because I damn near, I ain't got shit in this truck but the Texans laying. And I'm not even proud enough to wear that motherfucker. Now I just leave my keys in the truck. I don't even want to be seen with this shit on me. Now, I'm still a fan of the team. I hate our organization. I hate them motherfuckers. Not a dislike. I hate them. If I saw them, I'd slap them. That's serious. How can you squander all that fucking talent that we've had and then let it go piece by piece, and you got these idiot fans supporting these dumb motherfuckers making these dumb-ass decisions? And while all the other teams instead of just reaping the benefits. And y'all trying to justify this foolishness. Y'all motherfuckers are retarded. Yeah, I said it, and I hope you take it personally. And a fight come with it, because I mean what the fuck I say. So if you don't like me, then fuck you. Straight like that. I'm from Port Arthur. Ask about me.
Man. So I'm looking at a couple of things, and I've noticed.
Because obviously, y'all just intellectually fucked up as the fucking franchise is. And Broderick, I do get your point. Look, I'm gonna go to the games because I just want to go and have fun. I can rock with that, my nigga. I feel you on that. But I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not. So I'm not condemning you on that point, but the other shit you said was dumb as hell. You were doing so well, and then all of a sudden you just got this little light that went on in your head, and you went full retard. You never go full retard, bro. Never. Ashmael, I kind of expect that of you, so I'll let you make it. But Broderick, I'm severely disappointed in you, my brother. I'm disappointed. I thought you was better than that. Anything you got to say, or any complaints about anything I said, Honcho? I don't give a fuck what anybody else feel like.
I'm saying I'm just looking around. And I'm seeing a couple of former Texans who made the roster. See, Questenberry made the Titans 53. You have any feelings on that?
I like DQ, man. If he if he didn't get sick, man, he could have been something. But then again, when we had him, was we really playing him?
No, not really.
No.
So, how are you feeling on Carlos Hyde? Do you think he's going to contribute anything to this team?
No, I like Carlos Hyde as a runner, but what is he going to do with this offense? I think he's probably a better pass protector than what we got amongst the group of backs that we have, which I'm pretty sure that's one of the primary reasons we got him, because he's a tough motherfucker. I really like his toughness.
Do we
but man, huh?
No, so I see somebody say we gave Patriots a 6th-round pick for that cornerback Keon Crossing. I don't even know what it is. And so I'm wondering, are we going to even have a draft next year? Like, will the Texans be drafting next year at all? Like, I'm trying to find out what the fuck is going on. Because they still, if they were willing to throw that first out there, trust me, they still dangling that first around for somebody else to try to pick up the LT. Don't be surprised. It's not over with, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not over with. The Clowney thing is just the beginning. There will be, I'm going to say there's going to be 2 more moves that are going to baffle you. They may not be as big as the Clowney situation because of what we lost, but there will be 2 more moves before it's all said and done that are going to baffle the fuck out of Texans fans and like, why did we fucking do that shit? Why did this happen?
And Honcho, you asked me the last time you did a stream. You was like, what kind of trade? What you think we realistically gonna get for Clowney? And what did I tell you? Do you remember what I told you?
What was the word?
I told you I was scared to speculate because I was afraid that whatever I speculated as the worst case scenario, it was actually going to be worse than that. How accurate was that?
And it was. Because I thought the whole rumors were for Tunsil in the first and throwing that to Miami. I'm like, that's terrible right there. And I was arguing with fans about that. Clowney or the first for Tunsil, I wasn't with it. But now you traded for even less
something.
than that. Yeah, it's you're like, when you addressed, at least you addressed the need. You traded for the same position. Like
and definitely less quality.
Yes.
That's like trading a Bentley in for 2 used Hyundai Sonatas. Like, it just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, they cut Tyron Johnson, they cut Vincent Smith, and they cut somebody else. They cut a lot of the little young receivers. So there's that, and Johnny Dixon. So yeah, they cut all 3.
I got tired of arguing y'all with ranking. I'm so glad they finally went on and done that.
Yeah, I had to eat my crow.
Seriously.
I tried to say that he would be better. I didn't say he was going to be an all-pro, but I said I thought he would be better. But he's in a better situation.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And fans, to just be clear, I wish I was wrong. I wish I didn't see this shit for what it really is. I wish I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, because it's a whole bunch of y'all. Every time I call, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. Hang up on him. But I'd be goddamned if my shit don't come to fruition every fucking time. And I'm not just sitting up here agreeing with the people on the round table. I'm going further out on the limb than all of them. And it still be right. And I don't want to be right, but it's just like, damn, bro, I can see the fuckery in this franchise. I can't support fuckery.
It's tough, man. My feelings are hurt, you know. My feelings are honestly hurt, like, and I'm in the same boat, because it's just like you told y'all. Like I said, as soon as they announced that franchise tag on Clowney, the first thing I said was, do not be surprised if Clowney does not play a down for the Houston Texans. People, you tripping? They gonna pay him. They just got to work out the deal. July 15th came and went. Oh, he's franchise. We got him on a franchise tag. He gonna play here for $1 million a year. Hold out till third week. That came and went. And now Clowney has came and gone, and now he is with the Seattle Seahawks. What do you think is going to happen with Clowney? My mark my motherfucking words, I said I was holding. If he got traded, that I said that he would have his best statistical year of his career. What do you think is going to happen with Clowney in Seattle?
I don't even want to answer that, Honcho. I don't. I don't even want to think about that shit. I could really care less about the Seattle Seahawks, but it's just like, come on, Houston, goddamn. Like, you just gonna keep doing that to us, bro? And again, I'm going to reiterate this because y'all obviously didn't get the point last time because y'all keep calling in saying we are not the laughing stock of the NFL. We're the most pitied motherfuckers. You know who the joke is on? The joke is on us as the fans because we keep expecting better out of this fucking team that has showed no recourse to them trying to do anything. In the last 5 years, what is the best deal we have made as a franchise? When we gave up a lot to get Deshaun Watson. After that, we have nothing to show for none of the other bullshit.
That's tough, man.
As far as trades go. Drafting, of course, we got some good players, but they about to leave us. If I was Watson, I wouldn't stay. Fuck Houston. Fuck the city. Fuck your food. Fuck all you. Man, I'm not fit to sit up here and just get my ass whooped for 16 fucking games a season, possibly 17 if we lucky. Just to entertain you niggas, man, fuck y'all. I'm Andrew Luck, and I'm out this bitch. Straight the fuck up. Nah, man. Y'all got the game fucked up. All the way.
Well, yeah, and that's crazy. The crazy thing, we out here trading for players that would get cut. That's hilarious.
That's unbelievable.
That's the fucking
I've never heard of that before. And Shady would be a good pickup. So we can stop throwing the fucking wide receiver screens and throw it to the fucking running back. Somebody who's actually good making moves in space. Because as much as I love DeAndre Hopkins, he's not a good space runner. He's a hell of a receiver. Fuller is. But the screens don't work. Why? Because our receivers don't block very well. Besides DeAndre Hopkins.
Where's Kevin Walton?
Exactly. Besides DeAndre Hopkins, can you see any one of them little motherfuckers blocking? Look at Will Fuller. Look at the rest of them. Look at little ckin. Who the fuck is they gonna block, bro? Come on. Get off the gas, man.
That's tough, man.
And look, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But if I think your opinion is idiotic, I'm entitled to call you a fucking idiot.
No, they cut Joel
and
Heath.
I stand by that.
Wow. Cut Joel Heath. That's crazy. Did they give Heath an extension this year? Was it Heath or was it somebody? Was it Heath? It was Heath or someone. Who did they give the extension to? One of the first people that we was talking about when they should have been giving Clowney. It was like Heath and somebody else they did a little deal with. But it was Heath. Okay.
I thought it was Sean Trill.
No, it was Blackman, and Blackman was the other one. I'm trying to think about the defensive line, but wow, but that's crazy stuff. Do a deal.
Blackman looks pretty good in his limited time, but I do like Huggins. Huggins is an effort guy, so I don't remember which caller said that, and I apologize for not remembering your name. So if you the one that I condemn, if you made that point, you made a good point because that dude is a fucking hustler. If he don't make the team, something wrong. Well, I can't even say something wrong. Something is obviously fucking wrong. So if he don't make the team, they're dumber than I'm already thinking how dumb they are.
Man, this is craziness. Now the Chargers are letting Gordon seek a trade. Interesting. Crazy stuff happening. Crazy.
I told y'all this season was a wash.
Yeah.
I told y'all a long time ago.
Yeah.
And y'all just not coming to the fucking fact. I'm sorry it took y'all so long, but welcome. Welcome to the hell that I've been living inside my head thinking about this franchise.
Once they started doing all them 1 year deals, that's when I realized it was Huggins out of there. But that's what I realized that when they started doing all them 1 year deals, I was like, they don't give a fuck. They just basically doing some anything. And then look at all these guys they picked up that have been cut. With BBC, they cut him if I'm not mistaken. Like I say, just it's all kind of crazy. It's going. I mean, this organization does not know what they really want to do. They don't know what they want to do. They stuck with Colvin. Colvin hasn't looked that good, and they paying him a solid amount. Like I say, it's just it is what it is. This is Professor Trill / Jay Dizzle for those who are asking.
Yeah, but to end this call on a positive note, at least we got an extra little logo above the nameplate on the jersey.
Man, the only reason they did that is because they had to put the 100-year logo in the front. They wasn't even. They were forced to do that shit. That's the.
Hey, that's something positive. I mean, I do like it. It's very insignificant, but I like it. You know, it didn't fuck the jersey up. Even though I think we need a whole new jersey, a whole new look.
We need a revamp. This needs to be like the Sega or the Super Nintendo, the old school. You just hit the little purple thing, slide it up, go ahead, hit that reset button. We need to reset this whole fucking organization, man. Like, come on, man.
Unplug the whole system, goddamn. Sore loser, this motherfucker.
Yeah, we need a PlayStation without the memory card type situation. Let's just start this bitch over, man. Like, this shit is...
Fact.
I don't know what's going on right now, man.
The red ring of death, this bitch. It's fucked. It is fucked. We are fucked, y'all. I hate it took y'all this long to come to that conclusion along with the rest of us. We tried to tell you. We beat the dead horse. Yeah, Broderick, we did. But come on, dude. And I laugh at you for still holding our hope, bro, because the Texans ain't gave us no evidence, no reason to be hopeful. None. That's just like a student in your class, so you put in extra effort, make this nigga come out to school and everything, but he won't do none of his classwork or turn in none of his assignments. You think you gonna let him pass? No! He ain't done no work. Nothing of significant value. So why would you think otherwise, bro? Why?
And I got a question for you. I got one question for you, and this is what I want all Texas fans to think about, because we talked about this too earlier in the year. The way the Texans are handling a guy like Clowney. Clowney's never had any off the field issues, you know, aside from the early on injuries or whatever. You could say he's pretty much been a character guy. He's got a little heated arguments on the field. I mean, that's what men do. When you going head to head and you trying to take somebody out, I mean, it happens. Has made plays, been one of your better playmakers overall, and yet you handle him in such a manner, in such a poor manner. What does that say? What does that put in the minds of the rest of these players in this organization?
Say that again.
So what does that put in the minds of the rest of the players in this organization? If the Texans are willing to do Clowney like that, the way that they did, the way they handled him in his contract situation, what do you think that makes the rest of these players think?
The same thing that they already knew, bro. It's like they not surprised about this shit. If it ain't, I'm about to get racial. I don't give a fuck. If it ain't white, it ain't right. They played fucking J.J. Watt motherfucking ass, but they won't play Clowney. And this nigga straight off of Brokeback Mountain and shit. Like, come on, man.
You know, J.J. untouchable, man. J.J. a made man in the city.
Got Houston on my back.
Welcome to Talking Simple Sports. Welcome to Sauce Nation. You the freshest motherfucking ingredient. Man, it is what it is. That's a bit, man. Professor Trill, J Dizzle, anything else you got to add, man?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Honcho, I'll let you go. I just pulled up to my delivery.
That's a bit. She fine or not?
Martin. Yes. Yeah, I'll let you, Honcho.
That's a bit. Oh man, I think we'll take one more call, man, and then we gonna get ready to wrap it up after this. I gotta link up with the round table. We gotta talk about some shit, man. We gotta get some. I got a recording I've been wanting to do for the day. It might end up getting pushed, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That shit is wild, man. That shit is wild. We'll take this. We're gonna wrap it up after this one. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we got calling into the sauce line this afternoon?
Give me 1 second. Hey, what's going on, Honcho? This is Vince.
Vince, what's the motherfucking deal, Vince? What's on your mind, man?
Man, oh man, oh man. It's just been a crazy day for you. Crazy ass day, bro, for the Texans, man. I was checking on my other team when all that news broke, and I was like, what in the fuck is going on? I mean, I'm blown away, bro. I really am, actually. I had a feeling they were going to do it, but, I was hoping they weren't going to do it, but and then they traded them away in my team's division, so it was crazy.
That's wild, man.
But I'm just curious, man. Like, then they traded for Hyde, okay, but what the hell direction are they going into, man? I mean, you won't spend money on protecting Watson. They'll give away a good player for free. I mean, they traded him away for a Chico stick and a jawbreaker.
Basically.
So I'm just like, what direction they going on, man? Because at the end of the day, if you're not going to spend any money on linemen, man, they're going to have that boy Deshaun out there looking like Andrew Luck, man.
This is craziness, man. Like I say, it's like it's obvious to everybody but the people inside the organization. Like that's what I'm not. But how much of this do you think is that teams around the league, they know that Billy O is inept. They know that he's not capable of handling the roles that he do, so they know that they can fleece the Texans for whatever they want, basically, right now. Do you think that plays into it?
I mean, yeah, at this point, man, they just looking at the Texans organization like they are a mess. I mean, and if they know they can get good players away from them for literally for free, it's like, hell, why not try to see if you can get a player from them? I mean, everybody knows O'Brien made that call on getting rid of Clowney, so it's like, all right, we'll call him up and see what else can we get Reed? Can we get Deshaun? No. I mean, it's crazy right now.
This tough, man. I don't even know how. I honestly, I know how I feel, but it's this shit is some bullshit, man. It really is. And I'm trying to figure out the players, the fans who actually believe that we got better or that this was a quality move for, again, like I say, two irrelevant ass players. But well, one of them had some Patriots ties, so I guess that makes it worthwhile, right?
No, they got worse, man. I mean, because at the end of the day, at least with Clowney, you had a good player, you know what you had, but now you're bringing in character guys. And I mean, you're not bringing in dogs. You're bringing in character guys. That don't mean shit. Character guys ain't going to do much when you play this tough-ass schedule this year. So, at the end of the day, I mean, then on top of that, they still can't protect Deshaun. So, I mean, shit. The question going to be, at this point, is how can Deshaun last through this season? That's the real question. I mean, the line is trash. So, is he going to get through the season?
Exactly. Look, Lodestar, don't wish. Look, hurricane season ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, the hurricane has hit you. This is the hurricane. Hurricane Billy O. This bullshit that's going on right now. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't think the Texans are in for a good look this season. I was already kind of lowballing, prior to the season starting, but now I don't think they're making any moves for the improvement of this franchise. You don't even go off after a position of need. And again, Martinez Rankin wasn't it, and all these other guys are cut. They have not brought in whoever that little dude that was in the preseason. I don't even know his name, Olafundi or whatever his name is, some new dude. And then they're not even trying to shore up the line. They're like, it's like, come on, man. Like, you're not, the biggest issue is protection for Watson. And they have yet to make a move to do that. They have really yet to do anything to improve that situation. Matt Khalil is trash. And I guarantee he starts over Rodriguez. We all know Rodriguez has shown the better skills. I think Howard missing a significant amount of preseason is going to hinder him because he needed all the snaps that he could get. And having that finger injury, and he's already a guy that grabs a lot and has poor hand placement. I think that's going to hinder him going into this season. It's going to be tough. I mean, do you see any light at the end of the tunnel for the Texans this season, or should they just basically say it's a wrap?
Man, I just don't see how it can be a positive light if you can't protect your quarterback. Like, so my whole question is, if you be quick to get Brian Gates out of here, well, I want to say he be a Calvin there, be quick to get Bill O'Brien out of here. I mean, the team's going backwards, man.
Yeah, I think.
I wonder how. So I really don't expect Bill O'Brien to get through the season. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's gonna get halfway through the season. I don't see. I mean, you want to be positive, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because you still got Deshaun, but again, the line is you don't have the big boys up front, man. It don't matter how good you are, you ain't gonna survive.
Exactly. Man,
the thing about it is, like with Andrew Luck, when he had, he took a beating all those years because he didn't have a line. By the time they got him a line, he had already took too much punishment.
Yeah. Man, like I say, it's not a good look. I feel sorry for Deshaun. Again, I'm gonna throw another mark my motherfucking words out there. And knock on wood, because I hope he stays healthy through it all and not have to go through some of the things he went through last year. But Deshaun will be the most sacked quarterback for the second season in a row. He will be back-to-back most sacked. Right now, he's on a list. I think they had a picture. Somebody sent it to me. I want to say Man Up sent it to me, and I think somebody else did. But there was a picture with the most sacked quarterbacks in NFL history. David Carr's on that list twice, and Deshaun Watson's on that list. This is like, I don't know if it was top 7. It wasn't top 10, I don't think. It was like top 7 or top, it wasn't top 5. I think it was like something like top 7. And
yeah, I was going to say it had to be about at least top 7.
And again, I think Deshaun was like number 7. And we're talking about of all time. The Texans quarterback appears on that list 3 times in the top 7. What does that tell you about this franchise in 17 years? We're basically right back where this franchise started. Because what I think a lot of people didn't get about David Carr was not a bad quarterback. David Carr was not.
No, he wasn't. It's just that he got thrown, but there was no line. I mean, any quarterback, even if you had a great quarterback, you gonna take a beating.
Yeah. I mean, he had no time to throw. I mean, it was shit. I mean, they was on him by the time they snapped the ball. And then, it just kind of is what it was. We can blame David Carr for all we want to, but, I mean, he played behind a terrible line with a franchise, again, that didn't know what they were doing. Came in here with a business mindset. They didn't come in here with a mindset of winning. They just came in here, hey, there's a financial opportunity in Houston to put a team there. Let's go ahead and take advantage for it. So, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, because it kind of goes back to like the Troy Aikman. When Troy Aikman first got in the league, he used to take a pounder, and then they finally got a line around him.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, the Texans just don't know. For some reason, they don't believe in offensive lines or something. I don't know if they think this is 7-on-7 or what. But I have no fucking idea what's going on with this organization. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. But it's crazy. So, but that's what's up, man. I'm gonna get off this joint, man. Like I said, I mean, again, it's coming from a dude that roots for another team, and I'm still wondering what the hell going on with the Texans, man.
That's tough, man. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. But when Seahawks fans pull up in here and they talking about, man, I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all got did bad. Damn, we didn't think we'd get it for that much. That should tell you everything you need. When a team wins the trade and then they go to the other team and say, man, we feel bad for y'all, that should tell you everything that you need to know.
And not only that, I got Clowney in the division, so I got to worry about him. I can't keep my quarterback off the porn stars.
Yeah, oh shit.
Now he got to deal with the porn stars and damn Clowney.
Look, trust me. Look, when kind of get there, the Seahawks gonna put some money in his pocket. They gonna let him know, hey, look, because they can franchise him again. That's what y'all got to realize. Like Clowney can get franchised again, so he can spend up to 2 years at least in Seattle. And then they ain't gonna bullshit with him. They gonna put some money in his pocket. They gonna pay him. They're not gonna fuck around.
Yeah. No, they ain't gonna lose him. They gonna pay him.
Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. That's a bit, Vince, man. I appreciate you calling in, man, and sharing your thoughts on that, man.
All right, man. That's what's up.
All right, you're good. All right, man. We didn't. We're getting close to the 3-hour mark, and man, shout out to everybody who showed some love, man. Everybody who dropped some sauce into the bucket. We reached the goal. So shout out to Sauce Nation. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who love. And then I see some folks hit the Cash App too. So let me see if I can pull that up. So I'll make sure y'all get y'all's credit, man. I want to make sure everybody gets their love, man. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Luther. Shout out to Victor. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Asmel. Shout out to everybody who showed some love and just holding it down for the Sauce, man. Because again, like I said, we're not under control of local Houston media. So this is a fan-funded operation. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, YouTube be demonetized. YouTube don't show no love. For some reason, like I said, I don't even get my videos don't even get suggested for whatever reason. Maybe because we use a little bit too much profanity. YouTube trying to go family friendly and all that shit. They try to turn it into a fucking premium network. So maybe we use a little bit too much profanity. But hey, man, even if you're not a Texans fan, everybody's welcome in Sauce Nation. But this is primarily a Texans channel. Shout out to all the new fresh ingredients who subscribed. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. It is what it is, But we're gonna see. We're gonna be here, man. Like I said, regardless of what the Texans do, we're gonna be here. A lot of people jump ship. A lot of people, when it ain't going good, they run hide and tuck their tails. We gonna be here. We're gonna stick by what we said. I had to get my I told you shows in today, because I told myself I wasn't gonna do it anymore. But because of the way this shit happened, it is what it is. Because like I said, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the streams were getting repetitive. They were getting a little boring. That's why I kind of switched up for a little bit, and and started going, dropping more videos and the growth. And shout out to everybody who helped get it to 5K. Shout out to everybody who's just been holding it down, man. There's nothing but love for y'all, Sauce Nation. Man, like I say, me, the round table, all the Texas Tubers. Make sure you check out all the links in the description below. I know Spitz just dropped a video. I think somebody said Mr. Mediocre dropped a video. Man, look, I fuck with all of y'all. I do this for Sauce Nation. I do this for Houston sports fans. And make sure you subscribe. If you're a Rockets fan, Astros fan, make sure you subscribe to Sauce Sports TV. I know it's a little stagnant right now, but we've been working on a plan behind the scenes to get that really activated. So we will have some Astros content coming up soon. We'll have some Rockets content coming up. Man, look, y'all know me. I was anti-Westbrook. I'm about to be super happy about Westbrook being a fucking Rocket because of the shit that the Texans got going on. I'm not even a big, I don't like Westbrook at all. I didn't even like the acquisition. But I'm finna start going to look forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Jack, man, hey, if you're just listening in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We dropping Texans content every motherfucking day. When the season starts up, we're going to be going live every night at 7 o'clock again. Back on track, back on schedule, hopefully. And stay tuned. We're going to have some videos coming up. Maybe another stream later on tonight. I'm going to give it to Round Table, see what they got going on. Just to get some thoughts on some things. Trying to ultimately see what all is happening with this team and see what other moves are being made. We'll talk about cuts and stuff like that later tonight. Everybody that's been cut, any trades or whatever you got going on. But with that being said, hey man, look, Jack, make sure you follow Sauce Sports on all the proper social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Go like the Facebook page. Go join the Facebook group, man. Like I said, we're going to get that Facebook group jumping. A shout out to D Pritch, a.k.a. Texas Palace on Instagram. Make sure you show him love, follow him because he's definitely on top of the news. Shout out to David Lale at Texans Takeover Facebook group, man. Much love. That's a good group they got going on over there. Shout out to all the Round Table. Remember, shout out to Wise Wink, Ray, J&J Sportscast. Shout out to Hector Flores. Shout out to Darren Davis, a.k.a. Swisher. Shout out to Spitz. Shout out to... let me make sure I miss one. Shout out to Tenny, man. Shout out to Toxic Tenny, man. Toxic Tenny been holding it down for man. Y'all show Toxic Tenny some love. He been holding it down for the sauce, man. Drop some content for the sauce. Make sure y'all go to Toxic Tenny's page and follow Toxic Tenny. Show him some love. Man, let me see. Make sure I ain't trying to miss nobody, man. If I miss you, I ain't dish you, man. But I'm finna slide out. I'm finna go get something. I ain't even ate nothing today, man. I'm finna go get me a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Fuck what y'all talking about. But shout out to Canada, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. It's an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure. And I thank y'all for, giving your time. Time is the one thing you can't ever get back. So I appreciate the fact that y'all spent some time with the sauce today. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you are a Texas fan, tell other Texas fans about the sauce because that's the only way the word is gonna get spread. We trying to take over the city. I ain't hiding. There's no facts about that. No, I'm not hiding anything about that. Like Sauce Sports trying to take over the fucking city because we're gonna give y'all the conversation y'all want to have. We're gonna open up the line, let you speak the way you want to speak, and it is what it is, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Most of all, Jack, y'all stay saucy. I'm sliding out. I'll catch y'all, look for some content later on today. And make sure you hit that notification bell too, man. I'm gone.
Perfect.